Okay, welcome everybody. I'm so glad you're here with us. We are about to go live. As you can see, we are um, moving into our fifth session. So this is episode 5. We had 4 episodes, and just a real quick recap for anybody who wasn't around for those episodes. You can always watch them; they're in the list, and you can go back and watch them. But here's what's happening: we are on a planet called New Accord. It is the 100th year of this planet, and this planet is a peaceful planet. There is no mech warriors or mechs of any type on the planet. But here's the reality of things is the peace was about to end. So they're having their 100th anniversary, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a dropship comes into the planet, and people do not even know what this looks like. They didn't even realize there was other planets, and the reality comes to it as this dropship drops in, and it's Duke Drakecock. And Duke Drakecock is a ambitious warlord who wants to conquer more worlds and create a bigger army so that he can carve out his own existence. And I'm not going to tell you more about where this existence is because that might ruin the story to come. But what we've seen so far is we're 8 weeks in, and the first 4 weeks, the resistance was created. And during that resistance, they found some old battle mechs that were stranded in a mountain cavern, and as well as a repair station and a few other things. And they've started to build a resistance with the Irish and the German people colonies on this planet. They are trying to right now get the Japanese colonies to join them, but in order to do that, they have to do something that they might not be willing to do. They have to come out of the hiding and enter a pitched battle because they need to rescue the prisoners before they're forced off planet into slavery for their life. Now, that's where we are. We are about to decide on our rescue mission of our soon to be slaves. And this is where we're opening up the battlefield. We're in the southern part of the southern part of the continent, and this is by the ocean and the river inlet. And our people, this is Thursday night before the Friday must rescue, because as of Saturday, when they move the people from the city to the dropship, they will be in the dropship coverage, and there will not be an easy rescue after that. So, and also on Saturday, that dropship lifts off and the new one comes.
Is it just me or do I see your picture twice? Because I see your icon and your video. Yeah, and then they're also in the wrong spots.
Something switched.
Uh, because Wolfgang is under Billy.
Okay, let's not talk about this. So I'll fix this. Will you? We'll start with Billy O'Leary, not Billy O'Leary, Wolfgang, who's in the wrong spot. I don't know how they switched, but they did when they came back in. Um, we will have them introduce themselves.
Yeah, it's been a while. And Wolfgang is of German descent. He's a manager at the planet's factory where they do tractors and stuff like that. His dad owns that factory, and that very factory is where we found the mechs hidden away under the mountainside. So there's a long history going on there with our uh, ancestors, I guess you want to call it, forebears. Um, but Wolfgang himself, he's a charismatic, addicted to gambling. He's always just kind of looking out for himself. But even in the last couple weeks, though, he has a problem with people stepping on his toes. And well, this the Duke that's showed up here, he's really stepping on his toes, and he's harming the people that he loves. And that aspect of it, he can't he can't let that happen. Even though he's always been for himself, I don't know, I guess he's kind of starting to see that, you know what, people need his help. He's fortunate enough to be able to drive a mech, even if it's just a locust. But he's able to do that, he's gonna use it for good. He still charges into battle a little too quickly, and I'm sure that won't be a problem. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? But that's Wolfgang in the nutshell. As he's building up on his charisma and communication skills and stuff like that. It's I don't know. It's been a good 4 weeks. It's been a while, but I'm glad to get back into it.
So we're going to move over to Jimothy. And so, Jimothy, explain a bit of your character.
Um,
And this is the order we're going to be going in, just so you guys know.
I'm Timothy Gilbert. I am a German engineer. I am like I'm the head engineer at the factory, and I kind of don't like do much. I get everyone else to build the tractors. And I love like being a mechanic and fixing things. I'm also really good at recycling things. But I prefer we stop fighting and I maybe just go build something or fix something instead. I don't really like battling that much, but I do my many tools and my mechanic abilities, and I am very intelligent, and I use that to help my boss do because I do what the boss says.
Okay, so we're up to Billy O'Leary. Do you have your gloves on? Good thing.
Aye, laddie. It's me, Billy O'Leary. And I got my gloves on, but I lost my beard.
True, yeah.
But that's all right, laddie. Because Billy O'Leary is only a 16-year-old lad, so he doesn't really have much of a beard anyways. He tries to grow one, but it's just a little bit of patchy stubble here and there. But he's a potato farmer, and he's an Irish laddie, if you haven't figured that one out. Well, I'm telling you now. And he's not a very pretty boy. He's got a face only a mother would love. Looks a lot like a potato. But boy, oh boy, he's got a lot of uses for a potato too. And sometimes when Billy gets too excited, he refers to himself in the third person. He gets all sorts of excited and fired up. Let's get going, laddies.
Well, just one last thing. I am Jonas Fistoff, and I am the DM, and also sometimes I play the role of mission giver. So if you ever see me DMing from a perspective of a player, it's usually because he's briefing them on a mission. So there we go. That is Jonas Fistoff. And here we go. We're gonna get into it. So they have a choice right now. It is Thursday. They have a choice. One of their fellows that they've rescued and put into servitude, not forced servitude. He's wanted to join them. He is, and I just forgot his name. What's his name again?
Are you talking about Roger?
Yes, the communication officer.
Yeah.
Roger.
Yeah.
Roger. Yeah, that makes sense. Roger Wilco. Anyway, so Roger Wilco. That's not a plug for any sponsorship or anything because we're not sponsored by Roger Wilco. So, anyways, but at this point, I'll make my shameless Coke Zero plug. Here we go.
Which is not an act, you're just saying
Yeah, fake it till you make it.
Okay, so anyways, Roger Wilco, he is a former Duke person. He was a communications officer. He is coming to the group right now with a suggestion. The group has already started to move their mechs through they're not powered them up. They've got vehicles and they've moved them to the south for the battle, and they've set up a southern camp in a shack down in the thing. But Roger comes with a small idea, and he just wants to shoot it by them, and they can decide what they want to do. It's up to them. So here's Roger. Roger's guys. I just thought I really wanted you to know that we maybe could have a real problem here. So,
What do
we got to stop these people from being put into slavery. Obviously, I know what that's like. I was kind of forced into some labor many times in my life, and that's how I ended up with the Duke in the first place. But here's the reality of things. It could be risky because we got to go take our mechs in the open battlefield, and we don't know what they have, and they have air superiority. If they get their helicopters up, the whirly bird things that you've seen in their Billy, where the people flew in the sky, just so you know, that's what a helicopter is, okay? If they get them up and they can spot us before we get, they can mobilize more mechs. And we're really outnumbered here. So, I was thinking maybe we could send a group to the helicopter base up in the north and try to take it out. It can't be us, obviously. And at least keep them in that area so they don't have air cover. So that's just my suggestion, because we don't want any more mechs than we have to.
No, Roger, that's a really good point. It's gonna be tricky. I mean, we've been training these Irish boys with their Molotov cocktails, but I mean, not a whole lot else that we could throw at them, as far as I know. But even if that will just kind of distract them, maybe that's the way to look at it.
They do also have those bombs. I made them.
Aye, laddie. The Molotov cocktails are absolutely for throwing at them.
I just don't know what you want to commission there. Like, if we look at our supplies here, if we take our infantry out of our field, you're down to 4 mechs if I come with you in a mech.
What
3 without.
infantry mean? Is that like
Soldiers.
infancy?
People with guns on foot.
We have.
Sure. I think we got a little bit of recon or intel about the setup they're gonna have. Just the other day here. I think there was gonna be 2 mechs off the start, maybe, but we are pretty close to their egg, so maybe that's gonna change quickly.
Well, with helicopter recon in the area, they'll get the advantage. They'll know us. We won't be able to sneak up on them at all. Like, if we can get down and you send that unit in, distract the helicopter, give it a reason for the helicopter to come up this way. Maybe move one of our mech warrior. Maybe Osaka can stay here and move a mech warrior around up there, like one of the mechs up there. Distract them to make them have to commit some of their force up there, and then slip away into one of our hiding spots. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of ways we can do this. But we might have to give up some of our infantry or our hover vehicle. We have one hover vehicle. What are we willing to commit up here is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, this is the main objective, right? What do you think, Billy?
Well, I think we should be taking our big clanky things up to try and free the slaves there. But I don't think it would be a bad idea to send Osaka and some of the other laddies that have been learning and fighting with him to go and keep some distraction.
Definitely go with us, because he needs to earn back the honor of his people.
I mean, sure. Not sure where he's at the moment, though. I think he is with those Irish. Yeah, well, I think he's training those Irish boys still. He's it's pretty funny watching him, but
Sure he's not hunting them.
no, but I think having a mech or of some sort, and he's got that artillery, like his long range on his mech, so it'd be good for harassing the helicopters and
the other thing
stuff like that. I think
the other thing is we could also try to set up a jamming package here too, so we can jam all the radios, but that means we're running blind too. no communications during combat.
Hmm.
Well,
Well, I don't really want us to not have any communications of our own because we want to be able to speak with our own.
Yes, I'm just saying
But
we could do a big jamming just so they can't call for help, but you know,
that's not a bad idea either, though.
It's such a
Because if
bad
it's just going to be
idea.
if it's just going to be all of us going, then we're all going to be sticking in it close enough that we should be able to hear each other if we shout.
Yeah, I think we can.
once the guns fire,
With
though,
Roger and I have the lightest mechs, so we can kind
Is
of.
there even a way for us to communicate with each other if we're in the clanky things, anyways?
Roger fist palms himself. Face palm. Ugh.
Voodoo magic stuff they keep using.
I don't have a.
understand it.
I don't
not
have
hear
a. I
it?
didn't think I had a
Do you
radio.
not, do you not hear the voices when you're in there? Yeah, you don't have a personal radio, but when you're in there, if you turn that channel on, that little switch in the middle, that lets you communicate to the other mechs in your unit.
Aye, well, I've never.
learned that in the. That's like one of the first things in the lessons in that pod thing.
Aye.
Sorcery.
Well then,
They skipped
Jeez.
them, didn't they?
it was right in front of my eyes,
Yeah,
and I guess I
apparently.
must have skipped it.
How would you
Holy
send a
boy.
signal without a wire?
Well, laddie, thanks for telling me about that.
Yeah, well, the good thing about if you keep them in line sight, you have a straight beam, and it can't be. So you could use straight beam laser sight, but you have to stay in sight of each other, and then you can scramble all the other ones. These are two options. I just think we only have the ability to do one or the other, though. So what option?
Right.
It's one day. We don't have a lot of time. We have to rescue the people tomorrow. By noon, they're going to be moving out.
Yeah, and what they're going to be moving across that bridge, if I remember the discussion.
Mm-hmm.
To get
Why
their-
don't we sabotage the bridge to make the mechs fall into the water when they try to walk over the bridge? The bridge crumbles beneath their feet and makes them like sitting ducks, basically.
That would be great, but then you cut your Japanese allies off from us completely.
Yeah, that's the problem. We need to take control of the bridge in that area.
Can't go destroying something so valuable. We need that resource.
I mean,
Well, we could just make it sabotage and crumble the middle. It could be easily repaired afterwards.
not when they're so close. I mean, that egg is just not too far away from this town.
It's a little further than that. That's just
Oh, okay, that's just for.
that's to show where they get respawn from, like new troops when they come to
Okay.
the battlefield.
Gotcha. Okay. But I mean,
Well, you guys need to
we
make a
can try
decision.
the jamming thing.
You need to make a
I'm
decision.
down to this jamming thing.
Would you do the jamming or the helicopter distraction?
Oh, it's one or the other.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's the case, I'm down. I think the helicopter distraction would probably be the best thing.
Why don't we just do both?
Not enough time.
Not enough time. The jamming stuff's gonna take a while to set up.
And you're going to need the guys.
It's pretty complicated. Yeah, there's a lot of gear to kind of set up for that. So I don't know. I think if we can get them with a little less reinforcements, and we can get those people kind of working their way back, then I think that would be the best. So the helicopters, we don't really have anything to help with air support, so another mech, an extra mech, or another hovercraft or whatever they could send, we can kind of use the terrain to our advantage. But if they've got helicopters and we got nothing, then we're getting pincered on in two different angles.
So,
Mhm.
what is the plan? I got to
So-
relay it to the men.
Yeah, of course, Roger. I'm voting helicopter distraction.
I'm voting with the boss. Whatever the boss says.
All right, there we go. Look at that.
So that's
Helicopter discretion it is there,
Yes, I'm
laddie.
in charge.
okay. So we've got one of our mechs heading up there, and we have our little boat heading up there. So that leaves us with a locust, a commando, and whatever Lincoln's, because it's not this mech. I just use this as a stand-in.
Valkyrie?
Valkyrie?
Valkyrie.
It's a Val.
Yeah, Valkyrie. So, and then we have, if it's okay, Roger's going to take the spider out because the flea's not
Aye.
ready.
Right. I mean,
Works,
that's an
works
upgrade.
for
if
me,
you ask
laddie.
me.
Spend his own experience if he wants.
Every time you see me eat a little snack, just know that Billy's eating a little potato.
Okay.
Of course.
So
What else? What else is he
you're
eating?
hiding these mechs in this bush here. They were all cargoed here by some large vehicles, so they were not powered up. And it is the day before, on the Thursday. There's been some raids by your other crew. I need you to roll some dice just for some outcomes for me.
All of us?
Yeah, everybody roll 2 dice, please. And then tell me your
I
number.
got an 8.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay.
My dice.
Come on, get a 12.
I got a 5.
Oh.
Okay. So, they went in. The night before they did some bombs during the night. They started kicking things up. The mechs went on alert all night up in the north, and they've been looking around the north, and they've been hit and runs, and so they got the helicopter searching the northern mountain areas trying to find where these mechs are coming from. They're hidden in during the day, and they've been hit and runs. Some explosions in different places, and but during the process, one of the Irish infantry units, the one that was being trained, got killed during the process. They got eliminated by some of the mechs, but they've got some high alert up there, and so they have the 2 units, the 2 mechs that are up there are distracted on searches, and they've got the helicopter up there right now searching for the mechs. But you did lose your infantry unit that was trained during the battle because you all rolled so bad. Except for Brady. That's why there was any success, because Brady succeeded a little bit.
Now we have no soldiers, and the one family is completely dead.
Yeah, the O'Leary boys.
Pour one out.
The O'Leary boys.
Pour one out for the fallen homies.
They didn't know what they signed up for. I mean, they did know.
Yeah. Hey, you know they're going to be casualties.
Yeah, I mean,
there's going to be
they
casualties.
expected.
So it is 6 a.m. The helicopters, you've got good reports, though. Other than that, they've been talking back and forth via coded message that Roger set up, and he says that that the helicopter right now is down there. So even if they did move the helicopter, it would take them a little while to get here. So maybe Osaka might come out a bit and just stir up some more trouble, just so that the helicopter stays up there. But he doesn't want to be out too long because there's 2 mechs up there against his 1.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, you can't. Yeah. Okay, so it buys us some time.
Yep. So you have bought yourself some time. And
right.
so it is they start moving at 12, and it is right now 6 a.m. and it's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
All right, so gotta think of our avenue of approach here, I guess.
Once you
So
power up,
we're-
you will be picked up, just so you know.
Right. Trying to think which side's shorter. It's definitely going around the right side of the city is going to be shorter. But maybe we get some people with jump jets to go take care of like more direct route through the city, or nah? I don't know.
You don't really want to bring too much harm to the city.
No, that's what I was thinking. Um, I don't. Pretty sure Billy O'Leary's got
Nope, he's commando. Commandos don't have jump checks.
commando. Oh, okay. Well, I
So
thought somebody did. Well, the
yeah.
spider does.
Spider does, and so does Jimothy's.
Jimothy's, yeah. So, I think we send just try to get like a distraction going. People with longer range weapons
So do you want to move
go
out?
around.
Do you want to move out earlier, or do you want to wait until like 20 minutes before? Do you want them moving, or do you want them in the city? Is the question really?
Right. Well, I think it would be ideal to kind of get them pincered on that bridge in a way,
Okay.
so that they're limited in what they can do.
I just need to know what time you want to
That's what I would say.
start your engines up.
Well,
and
I
get
would
going.
say, yeah, I would say it's like, okay, we know that they're gonna take this long to get out of the city, or the town, and we want to aim to get them so they're at their vulnerablest near the bridge, where we can kind of attack them at both angles, get some good rear shots, kind of thing. What do you guys think?
Hi, laddie. I think that's a pretty neat idea. And
can
well,
even-
I think the other guy's gonna just say, "Whatever you say, boss."
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But we could even
Say,
just,
boss.
yeah, I think if we can maybe even get them kind of just as they're getting onto the north side, maybe, but they're still kind of mixed in. If we can, like, maybe close off the gap, some faster mechs that can get over the water and stuff, kind of close off the north end while the other ones are distracting them with their long range weapons. So I believe Jimothy, yours has long range, right?
Um, mine.
It does.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I remembered. I know.
Medium.
Yeah, and then maybe.
I think it's rocket. It has medium rockets, I think. Well, I have a medium LRM-10. I have no idea what that is, but I have
Long
Yeah.
range missiles.
Yeah, so there you go. That's and then I'm medium to short, so and I'm fast, so I can get onto the other side of the river. I think the spider is also rather quick. It's similar to the locust, but better in some regards.
It's not as heavy armored, but it is faster.
Yeah.
Not fast in foot, but because it's got jumps, which makes it nice.
Yeah.
We could send it straight through the city.
Well, yeah. The problem is we don't need to risk more civilian casualties. We're trying to save their people, not put them into harm's way. That's not going to end well.
Pretty good pilot.
It's not about just piloting. Mech fire with bullets.
Yeah.
Why we make a distraction and send him in the city so he can get there faster. And then he comes out of the city and starts firing.
Well, yeah, maybe not through the city, but like comes from the west side more. Like maybe gets through the city with the jump jets and then comes out on the west side of the bridge to close off their escape to the west because they can go that way to cross over. I can come from the east and make my way north to sort of close things off. I mean, I know Billy, you like to get up there nice and personal, so
All I got to do is grab a tree out of the ground before we run into combat, and I'll be ready to go, laddie.
yeah, you just bum rush them right to the south side of the
Wait, no.
bridge.
Hold on. I kept the last tree that I
Yes, you did.
pulled out of the ground and refined it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I think so. Yeah. Proper shillelagh now. 40-ton shillelagh. So I think I don't know. I think if we can kind of like make it look like we're swarming them, cover all the exits, I think that would be the key. If anybody else wants to chime in?
I have a plan that could work on a bigger attack, like when we're trying to take the actual city itself, like overall. If we use some of that magic, we can make it look like we have tons of those of the mechs, and then they could use their magic thingies and see that we have lots of mechs, but we're just fooling them with our magic.
I like that false readings. Make it like just kind of their radar would be like just like lighting up like a Christmas tree kind of thing. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Not that I know what a Christmas tree is, but
What is a Christmas tree?
This Christmas tree. What is it?
Anniversary.
The anniversary. Yeah, the anniversary tree.
You would know what a
Yeah, of
Christmas tree is because your people would have taught you that, probably.
Well, that's true. They probably would have.
I'm assuming they would have.
If you're a German
It was a
human,
German
you
thing.
would have learned about Christmas for sure.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy about it. I would know. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Kind of like a pincer maneuver, but we kind of like surround them, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what they're gonna have.
Good idea.
But, yeah, but they're definitely gonna have at least one mech and probably some tanks or something, plus the vehicles where the slaves are in. I mean, the civilians.
Mm-hmm.
So.
No, going to be slaves if you don't save them.
Going to be slaves, yeah.
Okay, so what time is what I need to know?
Yeah. So
No.
they're gonna we do it now, they're still gonna be in the city. So I guess the second option, which would be later, where they're
Yeah, just
near
tell
the
me
bridge
how
or out of the city.
how far before the 12 o'clock is when they're supposed to be moving out. So, are you leaving at the same time as them? Are you moving after them? Are you? That's all I need to know. Are you doing an hour before 12?
Well, we got a long way to go. That's the problem. But they're gonna know that we're coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we leave at the same time. So it's hard to say if we'll be able to even get them at the bridge. I think we want to try and meet them at the outside of the city, so we'll be behind them, I guess,
I just need to know
10, 20 minutes. Yeah, that's
half
what I was
hour
thinking,
before, an hour before.
half hour before, I guess.
Okay.
But that way they're kind of, I guess, moving out, but we can get them while they're still not inside the walls.
Okay.
Hopefully. That makes sense, crew?
Hi.
So Roger comes to you and says, I'm going to be monitoring their channels, just so you know, because I know all the channels they use. They don't know I'm on your side. They know, they just think I disappeared. So I'm just going to be monitoring their channels. So I'll only be beaming to you what I know when I hear things. So if I let you know something, it's because I'm hearing it. I won't be on our communication channels, so I'll let you know
Gotcha.
what I hear. Okay?
Cool. You're in the spider, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Like I'll be switching back to
Okay.
ours when I have information, but I'm going to be monitoring theirs.
Yes. No, I think that's smart.
Okay, so it is 11 o'clock. You guys are doing your pre-setups, getting things on, trying to turn the mechs on and different things like that, hooking up your helmets. And so let's just see how you do for your power up. Let's see if you guys power up okay and get everything going without any problems. So you need to roll two dice for piloting.
Yeah, so it's
I
Two.
rolled
Plus 5.
10 on dice.
10 on dice.
I gotta. It's plus the reflex too, right? For piloting, or is it just the piloting?
Piloting is for this. It's just going to be piloting because you're not actually moving, reflexing type thing. This is
Yeah,
just
fair enough. Okay, so
Roll plus your pilot.
12.
8. 10. Sorry.
I
got-
also
I
got
got-
12.
I got 10 total.
okay. And what'd you get? There. Who am I waiting for? Did everybody
The
tell
other
me?
two got 12.
Okay, they both got 12. Okay, so you all
Yeah, 2 12s and the 10.
okay. You all pilot up, no problem. There was no issues in the piloting it up. It comes alive, and your mech is ready to go. Right now, you do not have too much going on around you. You can take it out for a stroll.
Yeah, no, I think
You're technically not in combat right now, so any of you can go first. You can explain what you're doing. This is a visual.
I just
thing
wanted
for
to be
everyone.
known that I've got my club in my hand.
Okay.
For
In your
Oh, yeah.
mech in.
yeah.
So you can see
But,
you can see the map. You're gonna have to tell people what they want to do because I know you don't have access to it, and same with Lincoln.
yeah.
But
So
you need to explain what you're doing too, what you're seeing, what's going on, story it.
yeah, so right now we're set it up at a little shack, more or less, in the woods to the southwest. As we're kind of everything's getting warmed up, and we started testing out the waters and the mechs, making sure everything feels good. Um, we've got the woods directly to our east. Yeah, to the east. The city's straight to our north. So I'm thinking we want to do the pincer maneuver. So I think if we only have the one person with jump jets, correct?
Oh,
So two. Okay, so I think maybe get two guys with jump jets to go to the west side, and then the two guys that are just on foot, they go to the east side because I think that's a little bit shorter, right?
well, I'm not. This is not planning now because you can't be talking to each other like that. You just got to go. Tell me what you're doing, you personally.
Okay.
Explain.
Well, I didn't know.
Explain yourself.
I thought, yeah, I was unaware.
Yeah. Sorry.
But I am going east. I'm looking at the field to the east. I'm like, I'm gonna book it across that. We're gonna get there. We're gonna smash them up. So I'm like going full speed ahead, going through the field. I can see there's some like rocks and like difficult terrain. So I'm
Yep.
gonna kind of like dodge. Let me see my mech in here.
When you go through the difficult terrain, it will take one off your movement, just so you know.
Yeah, so I guess I move 4. I guess can we move through our own guys?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So like 1 over top, 2, 3, 4, bring me there.
Now you can run. Remember.
Yeah. So that takes a heat if I
Yeah, you take one heat for running, and
Yeah.
and if you enter something running, you might have to roll if I think it's too difficult or whatever. But right now, it would just give you one heat.
Yeah.
But you're not shooting
I'm
right
gonna
now,
go-
so
Yeah. And running just one extra space.
you can get up to 2 for your mech.
2, okay. Cool. So I'm gonna try for 2 and see what happens.
Yep, not a problem. Everything happens. You're good. You've got, pretty mastered skill of moving things. You can tell me, did you see anything run out the bush when you came, or startled anything? So explain it a bit. For example, I'm gonna head with my guy that I'm just operating for a second, just because that's who's operating. So he is going to move. He's got jump jets, but he's not going to jump. He's going to just take his full run, which is 4 for him, and he's heading right through here. He's not going through the rough. And as he runs through the bush, he sees like some deer scattering, and he knocks over a few branches, and it's like boom, boom, and he's trying not to make noise, but he's like kind of excited. He hasn't been in a mech in a while, and so he's like, yeah, this is fun, and he's moving up the speed, and he's like monitoring things, and then on the monitoring things, he kind of hears some chatter going, and then he radios over to you guys. Hey guys, we have a bogey. They picked us up coming from the east and moving. I mean, from the east. Which direction are we here? So east, yeah, coming from the east. Yeah, coming from the east.
Like the open area over here, like at the ocean or whatever is the north.
I can't tell what type of power unit it is, but there is something moving to the east. They might have picked us up too. They haven't radioed in yet, but I just picked up a bogey.
Roger, Roger. All right, well, I think we'll tackle it from the east crew is going to tackle it. Stick to the plan.
Okay.
Hi, laddie. Which one of us is a part of the east crew, and which one's a part of the west crew again?
I don't
Am I a part of the
depends.
east
You
crew?
fly?
No, I can't. Not at all.
Well, follow me.
All right. All right, laddie. I'll follow you.
There's a bogey that you gotta smash.
I'm gonna run.
Okay. Are you going right after, basically the same area?
Yeah.
So
I have a movement of 3.
1, 2, 3. So with run, you have 4. I think that puts you there because he was behind you there.
Yeah, he was 1 in front of me.
As
so
you caress the bushes that come out, you do see a hover vehicle moving out of the forest across from you. You are not in range yet, but you do see it. It's visual now, and you can report that to the other team if you want. But right now it is Jimothy's turn.
Hi, laddie. Is there something off over there? It's one of them flying land thingies. It's one of them flying land potatoes.
flying land potatoes, eh?
One of them flying flat land potatoes.
Well, there's only one thing we need to do about that.
It's
Smash
like a
them into
flying,
the ground.
like a flying baked potato. We should smash it into the ground, make it a smashed potato.
It's been a while since I've had potato pancakes. Let's do this.
So I'm just gonna kind of move up and follow everybody else, but like purposely stay back behind them, like not wanting to fight at all.
Who are you following?
Who on the map can I follow?
Well, there's Roger, who's got his jump jets, is going to the west. And then Billy and me are going east because we can't use jump jets. It's a little bit shorter. I don't know. Maybe.
Actually, don't I have jump jets?
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna try to do the jump jets then.
Yeah, well, you're pretty far. I mean, we're on pretty flat ground right now. But yeah, if you move west behind Roger through the bushes, then we'll get ready to do it probably next turn or two.
So you're following Roger?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you running?
Okay.
Are you running?
Well, I'm gonna use my jump jets or whatever.
There's no use using your jump jets.
Well, didn't we use them?
What?
Didn't we use them?
Nobody used them yet.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just go through and follow him.
Okay. Okay. So there you are. You guys have moved along, and the sorry. Unfortunately, I can't separate what I'm looking at with the game. I was scrolling at something else just to check something. And it's scrolling the game. So sorry about that visual scroll out. I was just checking some information. Because it's been a couple weeks, I wanted to see the range bands and stuff. So go ahead. What are you guys thinking? What's going on? What's your thoughts as you come into the open? You see the thing, and all of a sudden, really quickly, Roger says, "Guys, he's making a call. He sees you. He's got you on his radar. He's calling in for help. He said that he's got two mechs that he sees."
Okay, this might distract him. Are we picking them up on our own radars at this point
Yeah, you are
in
too.
the city? Yeah. So
Well,
okay, we're keeping an eye on their.
Not the city. You're not picking up the city. You're picking up that guy.
Oh, just that one guy there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the one guy for now. We're gonna close the gap and get at him. And I'm just like eager to get in there. Like I don't bluff if I don't need to. So I gotta kind of make my way over and hug the wall. Where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm like eagerly taking the mech across the field, and getting ready to hone in my sights.
Okay. He's calling for help. He's a little stressed about it, guys. He's screaming in his mic. He's just yelling, screaming. He's like, "I got a locust! I got a locust! I'm not prepared for this. I don't have the guns to fight a mech. I need help!" And they're reading back negative on the help. They've got to escort, is what they're saying. He said, "Distract as long as you can, so we can get the escort out." Is what they're saying.
All right.
capture the mech.
Wait, the tank.
Speeder.
We capture whatever it is.
Flying baked potato.
Yeah, well, I mean, got priorities, but yeah, we'll see what we could do if we could just disable it or whatever.
Try not to destroy it too much.
Yeah, no, sure. I'd never go all in.
What constitutes as medium range?
So medium is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 away from you.
5 and 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so if I catch up with Logan, or sorry, if I catch up with Wolfgang,
Yep.
how many square tiles away am I?
6. Right there, 6, where my finger is now. Do you see that? So he's still out of range.
You'd be about 10 away once you get up to me.
Shoot, laddie, that's not what I
Oh,
want.
Even long range is, I mean, yeah, long range would still be. I guess
don't
you could
have
do it,
any.
but it would
I
be
don't have
pretty
any
bad
long
shot.
range weaponry. The longest I've got is medium range, and even at that, it's a -2. I don't overly like my chances. I don't like that at all. But if they're saying that he's supposed to be a distraction to us, then, well, a distraction he shall not be to me, laddie.
I think it's important that one of us kind of keeps going if the other one finishes off the job, kind of thing.
Aye, you follow him. head over to help the others, or do you want me to follow you?
No, yeah, I think like just keep making your way over, and then just kind of pass them instead.
Do you notice that while you guys are spending extra time talking, I am moving things because action keeps going, sort of?
Oh, I was waiting for an opportunity. I would like to also do that and keep moving since I am not talking to anybody. Me and Roger have not been talking. We are anti-social people.
No, I'm just, if you take too much time, I don't mind if you go talk a little bit because you have to talk
I
about.
I do want to catch up with Wolfgang
Okay.
as
Yeah.
well.
All right. Yeah, and the other guy moved
So right
already.
now you guys are all running heat of 1, just so you know.
Yep.
So if you start using your lasers and stuff, you're going to be running over your limit. You disperse every turn 2 heat. That's all your mechs. I've looked at them. They all disperse 2 heat. So as long as you don't do
Yep.
more than 2 heat in a round, you won't have heat penalties. But
Right. Yeah, but we got 1 just because we ran.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
once you start shooting, you're going to be pushing heat too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as I see him get closer and closer, I'm like the anger starts boiling up in me. Where it's like, I mean, they're taking slaves from our planet. Like, what did we deserve to do that? So I'm like getting really angry right now. I'm just like full throttle into the into the whole system. The legs are just
Yep.
going, and then I think I should be able to get in range to start doing some
Are you going to
machine
run?
gun fire. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yep.
Not like a double run, but a single run kind of thing. 1, 2, 4. What do I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I do need to. That was 4, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, if you,
So I do need to do 1 more
so that's
to
gonna
get
give
in
you heat.
range.
Yep.
So
So you have a heat.
and I'm just like full blower on the machine guns.
Okay, so you're loosening machine guns. Okay, so before you do that, I'm going to let everybody else move because kind of simultaneously happens, and then we'll.
I'm going to follow up with a double run.
Okay.
No attack.
Okay, so your machine, to push it in a little extra, you're going to have to roll a piloting roll because you're pushing it. Okay. Keep up with them now.
I'm going to use my edge to re-roll that.
That's not good.
It wasn't Snake Eyes, just to state that because I know you can't re-roll Snake Eyes.
Yep.
That's better. That's an 11 total.
Okay, so you have no problem pushing your mech. Your heat is high. You're dispersing it, but you're feeling the heat as you do it. It's probably wise that you didn't shoot this round because that would have been.
I just wanted to catch up.
Yeah.
I gotta get closer so I can whack him with my big old stick here, laddie. Whack, whack, whack.
So Roger's moving
Let's
behind
go.
the city. As he's moving behind the city, he hears them saying, we're moving out. We got to get. We're pushing the people quicker. We got to get out of here quick before they close in on us. And so they're firing up their things. And as he got that close, he can pick up a signature. He picks up that there are 3 Pegasus guarding the thing, which is hover vehicles. 2 vehicles that are carrying the people, and he's picked up a locust so far, powered up.
All right. All right, boys. This is where it gets real. Get ready.
Okay. There we go. So it is about to get real. As you come in, he's firing his missiles. His missiles are firing. Your guns are firing. So let's see how you do and how he does.
All right.
Or what's the range on that anyways? 3. So you're in short range, just so you know.
Trying to think. Oh yeah, well the machine guns are short range.
Yeah, you're in short range.
Yeah, so
I think you're doing machine guns.
right, it's the lasers that are
I think
medium.
you're doing
Yeah,
short machine gun because you don't want to use the heat, right?
yeah, no, it's machine guns. All right. Well, I got a 14
So that is on your shooting.
on the shooting. Gunnery plus reflex, correct?
Spicy.
Okay, so his he got hit because he tried to dodge it, and it hit. He also I need you to roll your piloting and plus reflex for a dodge on him to see if he hits you with his skills.
I got a 14 again.
Okay, so he actually only connects with one missile, and so his one missile does 2 damage, and
Yep.
it is to 8. So do you have your framework there? So you
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up here. 2 and an 8. That's both torso.
can,
No,
it's
2 damage.
2
2
8.
damage.
Oh,
2
2 to 8. So 2 to my torso.
Okay, so you get 2 damage to your armor torso, and
Cool.
so a missile hits you. This is the first time you felt that warhead hit you. It's kind of like, oh, this is not good.
Wait, this is bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can only hit his front really because of the way he's lined up with you. Maybe you could hit his side. So let's roll. You can roll front and side on him.
I got a 9.
Okay. So let me see here. A 9 would be leg, but he doesn't have legs, so it's going to be front. And how much damage does that do?
2.
Okay, so he's taken 2 damage to his front. And that's the firing at that point. He's like, guys, I'm under fire. Please send something. I don't know about this. And so there we go. Now, what does everybody else want to do? Because it is technically... Oh, hold on. I'm going to move.
Do I have to go last even though I'm in combat?
This is technically combat now.
But I'm not in combat.
Everybody else is.
No, Roger's not.
You are. You're in combat.
Are we? We're detective, not fighting yet.
Yeah, but it's still combat. So go ahead. Roger's going to do something. Roger's going to take his jump and bring him up here. And he's going to take the heat for that.
Right.
I am literally gonna follow him.
Okay,
Yeah.
you say-
I'm gonna get out of your way, Billy, so you can whack him.
Hi, laddie. That's a great idea.
So I'm gonna do my normal speed and come around here. I guess just for gameplay's sake.
Yep.
Like obviously, like the mech is moving in one spot, but is it kind of like you're in a space? It doesn't matter what angle you're facing, or
For this, it
I
doesn't
don't know.
matter. In the real game, it would matter. So if we're playing, I'm just
Okay.
for all those Battletech people watching. Yes, angles matter, and that takes turn to
Yeah.
change. But this is more descriptive. So you're going to tell what you're going to do. So if you're going
Okay.
to move your angle, you're going to have to tell me that. Otherwise, I'm going to
Yeah.
assume you're facing. But you can spin them so you know.
that's true. The top can go around, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
But
be
you can
doing
also,
my
you can
full
also
speed.
spin your mech in the game here.
Yeah, like the torso, right?
But you can also take the thing and
Oh yeah, like the whole thing. Yeah.
rotate left or rotate left.
We'll get there. But that's close enough for now. Yeah, so as I called out to Billy, all right, I'm getting out of your way so you can whack him, and take a quick turn to my right and dive around as I got the chicken legs going, right? I mean, that's just so cool. To, like that the chicken legs are going. I'm like moving side to side, and I kind of like as I get behind him, I spin around, and I'm gonna have the machine guns firing into his rear arc or wherever he ends up.
Okay, you're just using your machine guns again?
Well, you know what? I haven't used the lasers, so I'm gonna use the lasers.
Yeah, because you would have been able to dissipate the heat. So
Yeah.
if you're using your main gun, it doesn't cost you anything. But if you're using plus your main gun, it's going to be a negative to your roll, just a
Right.
-1, just so you know. You're going to use
Yeah, I'm
both
just
weapons.
gonna use the lasers.
Just the lasers or both.
No, just the lasers.
Okay. Okay, so we'll roll that in a second. I did roll my avoidance because he can't fire on you. I just need to know what Billy's doing over there.
Billy's gonna take the 3 steps forward and take a big ol' swing with his old tree that he converted into a big ol' shillelagh.
Okay. And over here, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna just follow wherever Roger's going.
Okay, so you guys jumped into the city behind the team that is moving. All of a sudden, Roger says, "They've spotted us here in the city, and they're moving away from us. They're continuing to move. They don't want to be caught by us.
I'd like to take a double run.
You can't yet. You've just moved. That's
Yeah. Okay, Roger. Be wary of the civilian casualties. Let's try to get them out of the city if we can. Got it?
Roger that. Roger that.
Wait, isn't it only eggs front though?
Hold on. We have one Pegasus vehicle turning towards us, just so you know, to try to run a block.
If you have a clean shot, take it.
He's running a blocker, trying to prevent us from moving in on the troops. It could get messy because these guys are firing missiles. Okay.
I crit the thing.
Oof. Double sixes?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was firing at you as you were coming up. You were firing at him, and he was trying to dodge the bullets. So let's see how it goes. Roll your. What did you roll? For your machine gun, your laser. Sorry.
Oh, my lasers?
Yeah.
Yeah. 10.
Okay. Is that total?
Yeah.
Okay. So your laser whizzes by and hits the concrete wall, the fair-crate wall behind, and does no damage. He fires off his rockets, and can you roll a defensive roll, movement roll, Billy?
Roll a what? Sorry.
A defense.
Defense.
You're piloting.
Piloting.
Oh, that turned my Xbox off, so I'll turn the YouTube stream back on when I turn that back on. A 9.
Okay, so you get hit with a barrage of missiles. You got hit with. Let me see how many here. You got hit with 2 missiles, which is a 4 damage, and it's one missile's going to your 6, and one's going to 3.
Okay.
Maybe one of
It
those is
was-
ahead.
How much damage? Sorry.
6 and 3, so 2 damage on each.
Oh, okay.
2 damage for each.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 on your.
One's your
arm,
right arm, and the other one's your torso.
torso.
Yep.
So if you armor first, then it goes into heavy stuff, and then you wail down on him, and he's destroyed.
Like shooting down womp rats back home. Oh, wait a second. That's wrong universe.
Hey, laddie. That's what you get when you swing a tree.
All right, enough of this nonsense. Let's go finish the job.
That was pretty hard hitting, though, that nonsense.
Yeah, there's 3 more of those in the city.
Yep.
Not a problem. We got this.
Okay. Just letting you know. I will give you a word of knowledge if you don't know the Battletech. Close combat melee damage does more damage to vehicles than it does to other mechs. Just so you know. So fighting vehicles, sometimes it's better to stomp on them.
Stomp them or squish them with a big stick.
Yeah. Well, obviously, if you can get your guns at range, but once you get close, it's better to pound.
Better to close the gap.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Are we back at the top of the order?
Well, what happens is Roger says, that hasn't finished over here yet. He's firing at me. He's firing at me. He's got a hit on me. He's got a hit my arm. It's okay. I'm okay. It's okay. Some of my armor. I lost some of my armor. It's peeling away here. I need some help here. And he's firing on him, and see some sparks come off the thing, and it's up to you now, Lincoln. What are you doing? Or sorry, Jimothy.
I'm gonna use my missiles.
Okay, so talk about it. I'm trying to show you how you can story it a bit better too. So.
Okay. Don't worry, I got you, and I'm gonna fire the missiles.
So you fire your missiles over top of them. The range right now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which puts you in the very end of medium. Just so you know.
Okay.
For your dice roll, because it's a plus -2 on, isn't it, on long?
Is it? Wait, so what's the? It's -2 on long.
Wait, I think
Go ahead.
so what range?
You're in medium, so you're good. Just roll your combat value, your gunning value. I've already rolled my maneuver value.
So, and then I add my gunnery plus my
Reflex. Yep.
So I got an 8.
Okay, so you hit them. You can describe it if you want. You've launched missiles. I will need to know how many missiles you have, first of all.
It says
SMR, LMR what?
LMR 10
Okay.
or LRM 10.
Yeah, and it says 2 plus a max what?
Max 4.
Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to roll. You're going to roll your dice another 3 times and tell me the numbers.
Both my dice?
Yep.
9.
Okay.
3.
Yep.
And
I can't hear him anymore.
Yeah, he's just sort of stopped. He must have muted or something. I don't know.
No,
Well, he didn't mute, but
his mic unplugged. So 9, 3,
Okay.
and 10. So you hit with 5 of your LMRs, which does the max 4, but you get to roll 2 dice for location. Yeah. Twice.
I got 7.
Right?
7.
Okay, and what else?
Do I roll
Yep.
again?
For 1 for each missile.
How many do I roll then?
What?
How many do I roll
2
total?
again.
Wait,
So
two rolls,
roll
2 dice.
Roll 2 dice twice.
So
7
7
and
and 5.
Okay. So you hit okay. So you hit 2 right in the front and 1 in the back of it. You see armor flaking off. One of those hits, the actual armor that you saw flake off a bit from your partner Spider flies off, and the armor flies up in the air, and it's like rolls around. No damage to the area, but a couple of your missiles went astray, and they hit the ground, and you've carved up the road a bit, and you're like, oh man, this is not as easy to control in close range as I thought, you know. And
It wasn't close range.
well, you know what I mean, like in close quarters. So you're trying not to blow up buildings, but you're shooting rockets around. Okay, so that's the end of this round.
all right. So as the fires from the exploded tanker kind of like enveloped around Billy O'Leary or whatever, I take a quick moment and snap a picture through my mech's camera because of course that has it.
Yep, it has a video
Um,
camera, so you can.
yeah, then I can just see him with like the stick raised up in the air with his other arm raised up. It's like, all right, yeah, we got this now, and I just just like full bore. I was like, all right, Billy, this is where the fun begins. And
Let's
I'm
go,
just
laddie!
streaming across the field, just
Are you running
like a
again?
raptor. I'm doing the full 6, yeah, all heat.
Okay, you move her up.
1, 2, 3,
So-
I'll
4.
move all
5.
5 for me as well.
I'll take you there.
Keep on running with them
Okay.
as fast as I can. Do
Um,
you want me to roll a piloting check for the run again, or
no, he's going.
Okay.
You are a double heat though, just so you know.
Yep, that's fine.
Where was I?
Very rarely will you see me double run and then still add more to my heat.
So
The melee doesn't do heat, so look, it kind of works.
Oh,
It's just like lasers
well,
and
would you
stuff.
look at that?
Lasers and missiles too.
Yeah, lasers and missiles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so your partner Roger says, "I'm moving in on him. I'm going to take him out." He runs up there, he's blazing bullets, and the thing's blazing bullets back at him, and you see like parts like metal flying off of the spider, and everything seems like he's in what they would call like war madness now. Like he's kind of in chaotic madness, and he's yelling and screaming, I got him, and he's firing in, and the scout vehicle does go down.
Come on, Roger. Let's do some composure here.
And it goes down, and so while that is going on, of course these guys are continuing to move. Stop stacking on each other.
They're hover vehicles. They could do it. I guess.
I have the photo that you took. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Sorry for the security camera quality.
Uh-oh.
Just gonna add this file.
Okay, so Lincoln, you're up.
There we go. That's the photo you snapped.
Oh.
Security camera value quality.
That's exactly how I pictured it.
And for the stream, it is a drawing that I just did in Microsoft Paint in like 5 minutes.
That's awesome.
Okay, you need to move your mech, or are you not moving?
I'm gonna just move up towards the transport.
Are you walking?
I'm gonna run as fast as possible. As many spaces as I can go.
Okay, you're at max heat now then.
Excellent drawing.
Okay. Well, he's in battle rage. He did not notice a power signature switch on. And little did he know that behind him, a mech is coming.
Uh-oh.
Now, I don't know if your other guy notices this now as he comes out of the alleyway. That's up to him to describe to you guys if he sees something. A lot of
I guess
silence
not.
means no.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Are you paying attention to the map?
Oh no, I'm on Microsoft Paint. Give me a second. Wait, so what's happening? I can't. This quality is like 2 pixels. Minecraft has better quality.
Then come on over here.
Oh yes, it's so much. Wait, so what happened? Oh, that's a mech.
You better tell your guys if you.
I think that's the guy, the voodoo magic, the job magic guy.
But
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
do
do
it
it
anyways.
anyways.
Yo,
Yo,
guys,
guys,
there's
there's a mech dude right
Well,
here.
yeah, like the one leading the convoy.
No. There's another one like right next to us.
Oh, perfect.
In like
This
an alleyway.
What? Where's a mech? Where's a mech? Roger's like
you got to
panicking
do
now.
this.
He's like, it's in my 6. It's in my 6. I'm picking up a pin. And it's an urban mech. Urban mech in my 6.
Urban mech. We haven't fought one of those yet.
No, it's small, but its guns will rip me apart. It's got autocannons.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. I imagine that won't feel good.
He's yelling and screaming. You're just like, oof.
And as he says that, all of a sudden you hear these big, huge thud, 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 and it just cracks across the air. You hear this big booming sound. You haven't even heard this big of a booming sound before because this is your first time hearing ACs going off. And an AC-10 is just thudding it into the back of your Roger here. And so there's big thuds. And Roger decides that in the last desperate moment, he's going to run his heat high and do a jump just to miss the getting shot by the AC-10. And so he has to jump towards them.
C10.
And so he tried to get himself oriented and flip towards him so it wasn't his back. But he did take a hit and lost his arm.
He's using his experience to fix that.
So his arm flies off from the AC-10. And he's yelling, I've lost an arm. I've lost a weapon unit too. I've lost a weapon unit.
The shadow game is strong with this light.
It kind of reminds me of the Peter Pan shadow. A little bit. I don't know why, but that's the first thing that came to my mind. Yeah.
Sorry, when I look
But,
at the things it moves, I was looking at the weapons and stuff. Sorry, Roger that. My arms don't have weapons, guys. Sorry, my weapons are in the torso.
Yeah, they're just punching. Yeah. Well, thank goodness, Roger. You probably should know your mech a little bit better. Let's get her done.
I just realized the spider's not really meant for, fighting people. It's supposed to be recon and hit and jump and hit, jump and hit.
Well, start jumping.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I lost an arm, though. Okay, have you guys moved?
I can move.
No, but we're gonna.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna hug the
1,
wall.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep, 5. You're gonna be right. Well, I guess no, you'd be 1 behind, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay, so, Lincoln, what are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna try to shoot the mech.
So you're going to turn and fire on the mech?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my laser. And if I have any rockets left, I'm not sure.
Yes, you'll still have rockets.
Okay, I'm gonna do both.
Okay, so it's going to be a -1 to hit, just so you know.
Okay. So what do I roll? Just my 2 dice?
Yep. And then you add your weapons and
So add my weapons and my gunnery and then subtract 1?
gunnery, and then your, yep. And your,
Okay.
and I want you to explain what you're doing.
So I'm gonna I'm freaking out right now. I'm having a full panic attack. I just shot I'm just gonna turn around and unload everything I have. Just like press all of the
Literally, he's just like Alpha striking here. Ah!
I'm like playing like Super Smash Bros. Or
Okay.
something, 'cause I'm just mashing
yeah.
buttons.
Okay, so you rolled a 10?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought that's what you rolled.
I didn't say what I rolled. I rolled an eight.
Is that with everything added?
Yes.
Okay.
It's,
Okay, so
That's bad.
I'm only adding
you
one.
see that mech get hit, and the rockets come in and they're like hitting the mech, and I just need you to hit location for me, please.
Just roll again.
Yep.
Hopefully get the right arm.
8.
So you rolled an 8. So you hit torso, okay? And that's with your lasers. What's the damage on your laser?
It is 2.
Okay, and then you hit rockets. Roll where you hit.
I got a 7.
Okay. Roll again.
I got a 6.
Okay, so everything hits the torso, and you're like boom, 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 and the armor just peels right off the torso. And you see like the inners, and they starting to spew greasy green oil coming out of it, and it's like coolant leaking, and this urban mech's like the pilot's stumbling a bit, and he's like, oh crap, and he's sitting there, and he's kind of shaking a bit. And but like you can see the metal struts that hold the thing together, and you like now see the glowing of the engine even in there. It's like peeled right back, but it's still standing, and you're like, oh crap! And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you see your friend, right? He just sticks his left arm that's still on him right into that hole you created. He smashes him right in the chest that you created, and it like blows up around him. And he didn't think
I'll
of
be
this,
back in a sec.
he didn't think about this too good, because as he sucks his head in and hits the power thing, it blows up and that tears off his other arm. He's now armless, and he's like, but he goes, we got a bogey down.
I would like to quickly try to salvage anything I can off of this.
You can't salvage during combat. Sorry.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
no.
Don't
What do you
want
mean?
combat anyways.
Getting out of your mech is cowardly.
No, it's
I'll
death.
just, I'll just carry the other mech with my mech and leave
No,
combat.
you can't. So, you've done that.
I destroyed one mech. I'm ahead out, boys.
Yeah, make sure you. Well, I don't know who actually destroyed it, but whoever did the final kill will get the pick on their kill.
Technically, Roger killed it. But
Technically, he couldn't have done it without me.
no, it's true. You did a great hit, and everything hit right in the middle torso, which means very little salvage.
Yeah, that was incredible.
It was
Yeah.
7-6.
Maybe some arms and legs,
Yeah.
but we don't have an armored mech.
Yeah, very little salvage. For
Except for, isn't that cannon on the arm?
Yeah. the AC-10 is salvageable, probably.
Right, because that's not his actual mech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless his ammo was in there. Let me just see, because if his ammo's in there, then it would. Nope, it's not. So you're fine. It would have blown up too.
Let's just steal the cannon.
Okay, so you've destroyed a mech, and you guys are now keep going. Strain what you're doing.
All right. Yeah, well, I mean, we've been running these mechs hot, so it's getting pretty steamy
Yeah.
inside this. In this.
Cooling it.
Oh, lucky you. We're not all as rich as you are. But I'm.
You might
Yeah,
be
I'm sweating it.
stripping your clothes off as you go.
Yeah, I'm just like. But,
I'm used to being hot, being out in the potato fields farming all day.
Yeah. But there's no holding back. We're almost there.
The reason
We're,
there's a reason people only wear their underwear or shorts when they're driving a mech.
Yeah, I need to get a nice pair of cut-off jeans, I think. So once again, I'm gonna keep hugging this wall. I'm gonna move out and like as I come around the corner, kind of keeping an eye on things. I could see the city in view, right? I could see, some of a lot of the buildings and a supermarket and stuff, and like the streets are dead right now. No one is out, but I can hear the explosions to my left on the other side of the wall, and it's like my heart is just racing just to see what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna make my way. I'm gonna do another run, but go straight out as I make my way towards the hills.
I just like to say on my previous turn that we say to the group that the urban mech is down. Repeat, the urban mech is down. Just because the only mech
Let's get it
we got
done.
is a bogey down, but that wasn't like confirming what bogey was down.
I heard it from over here.
And I would also like to say that Roger no longer has arms.
Well, that's not so good.
But he still has legs, so he can move.
Are you moving up with them, or are you staying where you are?
I'm gonna move up with them.
I think everyone should move up.
Okay, you are now.
Yeah.
You and Roger are now in range of the two trailing vehicles. Just so you know. Are you running as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take my full 5.
So you're running complete hot. You're fully hot.
Yep.
You're like sweating too as well. I'm gonna have you guys to roll a dice, please. 2 dice for just to see if you're gonna get passed out because of the heat.
Fair enough.
No, these guys are running full hot. You'd be running full hot too because you used all your weapons.
Am I adding
9.
anything to it?
Just your,
Yeah. Oh, just straight roll. Okay.
I know
wonder if it's gonna be
your
like
fortitude,
willpower.
maybe your fortitude or willpower, whatever that is.
Yeah, I think it's the W, right?
Yeah.
Willpower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Solid 1, so that's a 10. Not bad.
Okay, what'd you roll?
I got a 9.
Okay.
And so, do I get a benefit from this because my cooling benefit?
Should.
Should, yeah. It'll be even. +1 to your roll, but whatever your willpower is too.
I got a willpower +1. So I got 8.
Okay, so you're all fine. You rolled a 7. That was what you had to beat. You had to beat a 7. You're all fine. The heat's not bugging you that much, but you are like sweating. So maybe you're gonna start smelling stuff, and it's getting uncomfortable.
I was uncomfortable as soon as we started combat.
Just so you know, you hear over the tax. That urban mech is down. Urban mech is down, and all of a sudden you see Roger kind of stop moving. He's not down, but he stopped moving halfway between a stride.
Only we had our medic, but we sent him to distract helicopters.
The medic ain't gonna do you any good when you're in the middle of combat and
Yeah.
mech machines.
But who wants to be in combat? Let's just all leave combat.
Well, listen to your boss. We got to finish the job.
Okay, boss.
Okay, so what happens now? The locust here turns. As soon as I can figure out how to click on them to turn them.
Get a right click and
Yeah.
then
There you are. You're doing it
use
for me.
those.
Okay, it turns and it sees the mech and starts opening fire with its lasers on, and open fire on them with lasers. You guys don't have shots, so I'm not worried about you guys. But what are you guys doing? Roger's not moving, and he's getting hit, and you see the lasers come in. They're like splash. You don't see this, but your friend over here does. Jimothy.
Where is he getting shot from?
the locust. You could come look if you would like. So Jimothy's seeing his friend here getting hit with lasers, but he's not moving or talking or anything. He's just getting hit straight up hit, like laser after laser pouring into his chest. And he's like, fire, armor's flicking off.
Okay. And then where was the? That's that one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you just see him getting, because he's right in the front lines. What are you gonna do?
Me?
Yeah.
Can I
Cower in fear.
What?
Can I shoot at the locust?
You could. You could step in front of your partner and try to.
Yeah, I'm gonna step in front.
Okay, so you need to roll to see if you're able to step in front because of your fear.
might need to re-roll this, but
I got
a
a
5
5
on
on
dice.
dice.
Oh, remember you have edge.
So you can pick to re-roll one of those with your edge.
I'm gonna re-roll this one.
I
I got the same thing.
Okay, so you do make an ability to step in front of him, but you're panicking, and so for the next seconds, like your next shooting round, you have to take a negative to your dice roll of 2.
Wait, that just
That just gets rid of all my bonuses.
I'm just telling you, -2 to your dice roll for.
I only have 1 reflex and 1 gunner.
So you get a -2 to your thing when you're in combat. You need to explain this fear that's coming over you. You had bravery for a moment to step in front of your thing, but now you're right in the fight of this locust. This is the first time you're facing down close range another mech.
So,
I'm like, I've just taken out this map. I'm still in shock. I'm panicking, and all of a sudden, Roger falls or stops moving right in front of me and just starts getting like showered with like tons of fire from this locust. And like, I'm like, this brings me back all the way to where my my fear originally comes from. When I was hunting with my father, when I froze and I was charged by a wild animal, and I remember my father who jumped in front of me. So I'm like, I can be brave like my father and make my father proud. And I jump out in front, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make my father proud. And I start having a panic attack, and I'm just going to not aim and just kind of like fire, like not thinking, just having like a full panic.
And I can just hear you over the comms, just like
Hey,
screaming and yelling and like all this gibberish about like hunting and stuff. And I'm like, what's going on over there? We're coming around. We'll be there soon.
so I think I'm dead now because I got a 3.
Okay, so you fire off your guns. They go everywhere, but nothing. Like, what did you fire? Your lasers and your missiles?
Yeah. I think my lasers and my
in panic, probably.
Okay, so you hit everything. So you literally just demolished the building in front of you, and it's just like falling, and the building's crushing.
At least be a building next to the mech.
And it's just this building right here, this office building just got demolished. And it's like missiles shooting in there. Out of panic, you just let everything go, and the mech's warrior's kind of like looking at it. Nothing's happening, and he's like looking. He's like, "Man, that was the worst shooting I ever seen." You don't know that he's saying that, but that's the way he's thinking right at that moment. You know, just destroyed the building, and he's gonna stay and do combat while these guys continue to move up. He's buying.
Oh, they're going on top of the wall.
No, I just
Okay.
having problems keeping them on the street. They seem to
Gotcha.
they seem to like to go to whatever the closest.
Have you considered moving your camera angle?
Yeah, I have.
Looks like you've just been zooming in and out for the attacks.
Well, the thing is that it zooms in and out when I move, check my papers. There's a different camera angle for you.
You'd get your own camera angles if you had tabletop.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm having the time of my life looking at it.
Said the guy who doesn't have tabletop.
Okay, so yeah, the locust is firing. It's your turn, guys. What do you want to do?
Run.
Yeah, I think what's
Lincoln, I need you to roll a dice, please, again, and on your willpower. On your willpower.
Yes, both of them. Always roll two dice.
Oh, I got a 4 on dice.
And your willpower.
So I had a 5.
Okay, you successfully gain confidence of yourself again. You're no longer panicked.
How did that work on a 5?
Because I rolled really bad.
I rolled really bad, and I had a bonus of 1.
I rolled a 4. So
Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose them, and sometimes you get lucky.
yeah, and you as you come around, you do see a power signature of a mech. Just so you know.
I get ready with that stick, Billy.
Getting ready with my big old club there, laddie. I'm gonna lay the smack down on him once I get around that corner.
Ah, there's another Pegasus. This is a doozy of a mission.
Isn't there like 7 of them?
Yeah, no, they were ready for us, sort of.
It's like they're escorting a bunch of slaves or something.
Slaves, yeah, like something really valuable.
Okay, as you're like sitting here, you're doing this. All of a sudden, you hear Roger. Hey guys, I don't know where I am. It's hot in here.
Roger, it's Wolfgang.
Wolfgang, yes. What's going on? What's going on? I see a mech in front of me. I see a mech directly in front of me. It looks like a Victor. Should I shoot it?
A Victor? What?
Or
You mean a Valkyrie?
Valkyrie.
No, don't shoot the one. Yeah, don't shoot the Valkyrie. What was it?
Shoot that
Timothy.
Oh, sorry. I'm out of it. I just don't know what happened. Oh.
You fell over. Get up and help me fight this locust.
Got that. His back was still standing. He just passed out because of the heat. Unlike all you guys, he failed so terribly.
Yeah, like critical fail almost.
Yeah, I rolled snake eyes.
Oh, yeah, he did. Maybe make him a little smaller.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Somebody else made him a bit bigger. Made him harder to...
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I definitely
Wonder who-
Look at the spider over there. That's the same...
Methinks
Yeah.
it was the table flipper.
Oh, it looks like you could hit the flip table button right now.
Don't do it.
No, because I
Don't
didn't
do
save
that.
anything. Anyways, okay. So the spider moves. He's trying to get a good side shot or rear shot on the locust. He's got his 2 lasers. He fires. He's like moving along. I think I got it. And then he realizes the heat signals are way too high. And he's like, I'm only going to be able to fire one of these lasers.
I'll make it count.
Laser whizzes by and hits the ground. He's like, maybe I'm a little off right now.
He has like -5 on his roll.
No,
Probably pretty bad, yeah.
No, he has no cutting skill. He's all piloting skill. He said he could pilot a mech. He didn't say he could fire it a mech.
Fire one, yeah, that's true.
I might have looked at his stats. He has like a 4, like a
Well, yeah.
5 or 6 in piloting and like a 1 in gunning.
Okay, so yeah, he's really good at moving around, but
Good stuff, good stuff. Love that.
almost sounds
Now
like
he
he's
has
a
no
scout guy.
arms. Now he has no arms, so he doesn't need to worry about fighting. He can just run.
Okay, so he misses. He whizzes the shot. He's like, sorry, I missed. I'm not sure what this button here is saying. It's saying heat. Oh crap! I better override that. It's override.
Accidentally self.
Going across the screen was immediate shutdown. Heat running in red, you know. So
Why did Max heat up so fast?
Well, it's essentially a nuclear generator on a tank, so with legs.
Yeah. And every weapon shoots high heat energy.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I fired all of my weapons like 4 times now.
Yeah, you should be heating up too.
What do you mean?
I don't have your heat charts, so I don't know. But you only have 2
Yeah, if you're
clear.
firing both of your weapons, then
I don't know.
Missiles give heat and lasers give heat. So
yeah. So
Do they each only give one?
his missiles should give 2 probably. Is it heat?
Yeah,
Because like on my character sheet, in the heat spot, you have H written in
Yeah.
for all of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that just means 1 or
Yeah,
2 or not.
H means 1. H means
Okay.
2.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
They both say H for me.
Okay, so you're good. You're only getting 1 each time. But if you run, that brings you over your heat
What if
threshold.
I
If you
triple
use
run
your
and
jump
fire
jets,
all
that's
of my
2 heat
weapons
over.
twice? So what if I triple run, use my jump jets, and fire all my weapons?
Your mech will
twice?
shut down, and you'll be a sitting target.
all right.
Now I'm deciding if I want to do it for
Okay.
comedy or I'm not gonna do it for the point of the game.
Okay. Are you ready? So this guy opens fire on you.
Well, I fire back at him.
If you want.
You know what? I think I might want to.
You are going to take heat,
I have machine guns.
Oh, you're going to use your machine guns.
Yeah.
All right, so he's firing. He whizzes by you and misses. He's like, I see a mech, And he's like firing, and you see rockets coming everywhere. They're just like filling the air, these warheads, and they're hitting the ground, and they're exploding, and the dust is kicking up in the air, and the smoke is clouded. And there's so much smoke in the area, it's going to be a little harder for you to hit them, just so you know.
Okay. Well, I got a 10 total.
Okay. And so you miss them with your machine guns.
Okay.
And they whiz by, and it's because of the smoke, the fog of war here happening, literally.
Right.
You do realize, though, that there are other units moving as you do this, and your sensors are showing that there's a mech nearby.
All right. Get ready, Billy. I think this is some serious fights gonna come down.
Let's
mech
go,
just in
laddie!
front of us.
I'm gonna run in. And by that I mean I'm not gonna run in, I'm gonna move 3 steps forward.
Okay.
And
Yep.
then swing my club.
Okay. So swing away.
Definitely like 4 to do that.
I got an 11.
Okay, you're going to hit him. Your damage for melee is what?
1 plus my strength for that.
No, there's no strength
Yeah.
plus on your.
That wouldn't work in a mech.
No. Yeah, so you're straight on your mech. Your
You-
mech.
Oh, you had told me that was
not
going to
strength.
transfer.
So what is
Oh,
your? It'll tell you up there. You're under your weapons. I don't have your sheet here, so I can't see what your.
No.
Your
My
attack.
my kicks are 2 damage. But
I see
obviously
yours.
it's not
I
a
have
giant
yours.
stick.
What
Yeah.
is your? What is yours? Says on yours damage for punching.
It says punch and kick is 1 and 2. My punch does 1, my kick does 2.
Oh, and so your club adds 1, so it's 2. You're doing 2 damage with your club. Okay.
Okay.
But you're doing it against a vehicle, which doubles that. So it's 4 damage, and you hit him right in the face because you're right there. So you see his armor peel back, and he's like got a big hole in his armor, and you can see the engine there, and you're like, it's. Well, you describe it to me. You tell me what you see. It's not blown up, but it's.
Well, Billy went running in as these two mechs, as these things were shooting off at each other, and he goes running, and he through the smoke, and he just brings his big old tree down, and he whacks the thing, cutting through with all of the smoke, dissipating it a little bit, making it a little bit easier to see from our side. And he just cracks down on the top of it. Is it an open top?
No.
No.
Okay. It's a closed topped thing?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I was going to say, if it's an open top thing, then the pilot is incapacitated.
Okay, now what I need you to do is roll me 2 dice, please.
Any bonus?
No, just 2 dice.
10.
Okay, so your stick snaps. Your tree snaps as you hit them. It is
Oh,
a tree and
no.
you're hitting metal, just so you know.
Yeah.
You might want to upgrade to a metal, arm off of something or something in the future.
If you ever want to get a weapon, just ask.
Something made of Escar.
Wrong universe.
Well, you guys make metal, you could make a club out of metal.
Yeah, we got big iron girders at the factory. We could probably fashion that into something nice
Anyways,
and deadly for you.
So literally, you got
Fair
a
enough.
hole in this thing, and tree shatters. You kind of like, crap, my tree broke, or whatever you want to do, whatever you say. It's up to you.
Ah, sticks!
Now I got 2 sticks the size of some potatoes. Pretty long potatoes now.
Okay, so
Leave the potato puns to me, laddie.
as you as the little combat going over there, you guys are getting combat going. Up comes a spider, and he shoots 2 lasers right at your commando here, and roll 2 dice and add your reflex and piling skill.
That's 15.
Okay, so you get hit in 3, whatever that is. Let me see. You get hit in the right arm for 4 damage.
Well, my right arm's busted.
Is it armor or the whole thing?
Well, there goes all of my armor on it.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's still there.
Yeah.
It's just,
4.
I mean, one more hit might not be there.
Well, one hit did all of the armor.
Yep.
And then the other 3 go through where? How?
You only have 1 armor on your arm?
I only had 1 armor on my arm. He already did 3 to it.
Oh, okay. So how much damage how much arm do you have behind it? Your structure of your arm. There should be another number there. Another pip. Remember the pips? Are you looking at your sheet?
I am.
So you cleared off all your pips, right?
Think so.
Then your pips in the inside of the arm. They're slightly different thing. How many are there? I think you had 2.
Yeah.
So they're gone, and you have 1 that goes into your torso now.
Okay.
So you lost your right arm.
Yeah.
Now, what weapons are in your right arm?
One of my short range missiles.
Okay, so you can't use that anymore. Not that you used them yet, anyways, but just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you took a big hit from that, and you guys can continue to fire or whatever you want. That's
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stay in place and pelt at the spider.
okay.
Both weapons.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm just like as I'm looking at the spider, just like eviscerate my like I can see the arm off the commando like flying in front of me, like blowing up. Pieces just come shattered on the ground, and I'm just staring down at that spider, and I'm just kind of like I'm just full bore, just kind of like pressing down, white knuckling on the controls, blasted everything I got at him.
Okay, so roll your dice.
So it'd be 7 plus 4, 11.
Okay, so you literally all your bullets are whizzing by him and nothing's hitting him, but one of your bullets went into the Pegasus that's behind him and does 2 damage to it. But
Okay.
the spider, he kind of just, you see him kind of gracefully like do a little jump this way, and you totally miss him, and he's kind of like maneuvering. You realize that this guy's a good pilot.
Gotcha.
He
right.
looks at you and just like laughs. It doesn't hurt that I rolled double 12 too, or like a 12. So that with his pilot and reflex, he did pretty well. Okay, so he's flowing out of there. These guys are down here. The locust is firing on our spider, misses completely, but he's keeping up the fire rate. He's just trying to slow them down, and so. What's going on with you over here? The spider fires back, sees him take off one of the machine guns. He's like, I got him! I got a machine gun with my laser. And he's like, I got him! I knocked off one weapon. That's a critical hit, buddy. That's a critical hit. He's yelling over the mic. He's like,
Where are his lasers that he still has no arm?
his lasers are in his torso.
Okay. Just wondering.
He doesn't have arm lasers. He has torso lasers. Okay. And what are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna fire at the locust.
Okay. Are you moving first or just firing?
Well, am I at a range where I need to move?
If you want a better
You-
shot with all
Better
your,
shot without buildings.
do you want to be right in front
But
of
yeah,
him? Or do you want to be right behind your friend?
Do I have missiles left?
Yes.
oh yeah.
Can I move and then both fire my missiles and my laser?
Yes.
I'd like to do that then.
Okay. You're going to be running hot again, though, after this. Just so you know.
That means tired.
Okay. You're going to be running hot, just so you know. Okay. So you're firing. Roll your dice.
I got a 7.
Okay. Total. That's with gun and.
No.
Just tell me the total number.
Plus the reflex and gunnery, right? So 9.
Okay. So you actually hit this guy, and you roll the dice quickly. Tell me where you hit him.
I got a 7.
Okay. Keep rolling.
I got an 8.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Okay.
I got an 11.
Okay. You don't need to roll anymore. Okay. You once again hit completely torso because his arm was already gone. That would have hit. I believe 5 was the arm, right? No, 5's leg. Okay, so you hit once in the leg for 2 damage, which is not that big, but you hit torso, and the armor peels away. So explain what you're seeing as you're firing rockets, or these warheads are hitting them and exploding in his chest. So explain it to me.
So I'm once again firing everything at the mech right in front of me, and as I see it, I'm not panicked, but I'm still kind of like freaking out, cause like I'm still like freaking out, and I'm like firing everything I got just to like protect myself, protect Roger who is with me, and I am just like shooting all of this, and same as before, everything just goes into him, and I guess I'm just kind of like, oh, I just did that again.
Okay, so what happens is you hear the pilot just turns and puts the pedal to the metal here, as fast as he can, even with the damaged armor. He has no armor left. He's like, better for me to live and get out of here.
That's because that mech is so valuable.
Well, and his life in his mind.
His life, yeah.
And Roger says, I think he's turning and running. He's turning and running.
Keep your eyes on the prize, boys. We need to save those people.
Now, but like if we could, with minimal damage to the mech, take out that mech, that might be a bit more valuable than the people. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna have to repair a lot of your mechs, and I don't want to have to try to replace it with like crappy parts. I'd much rather just use these mechs to repair yours.
Let's just see what happens. There's a lot going on.
You guys move how you want to move.
Can I return fire on the thing that shot me?
Yeah, it's backed up a bit. He's backing up to get better range for his missiles. Just so you know.
Ah, well, I'd like to move closer to him.
Lincoln, I'm assuming you're moving up.
Oh yes.
You do not have a shot
Okay,
at
yeah.
anything because nothing in sight.
So Billy, you're going after the mech?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get you there.
He tried to flank you, just so you know.
Yeah. Well, that's good. 1, 2. I guess I'll try there. We're like, oh, snap! There's a
Okay, so now
locust.
that you can see his locus, he can shoot
Yeah.
long range on it because he had no line of sight, but he can use his long range missiles with your line of sight. Indirect fire.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. I got locust coordinates. Blah 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 blah.
Roger that.
That was for Lincoln
Ah,
because he has long
Well,
range
yeah, it's for
missiles.
Timothy.
How many missiles do I have? I've been using so many missiles.
You'll have
Big-
one
it's a
more
big
round
mech.
after this, eh? You have one more round after this,
Until what?
and you're out.
Oh, that I'm out of
Yeah.
missiles? Okay.
So you got this fire and one more. Then you got to switch to just straight lasers.
all right. So now that I've caught up with the mech that I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, you didn't catch up. You just had to turn because he tried to flank you.
Oh.
So there,
Okay.
Can you see? on
Yeah,
the-
you were right beside him.
I put you right in the big screen so you can see yourself.
Cool. Well, I'm going to open fire with the remaining weaponry that I have,
Which should
being
be
my left arm laser
and your chest missiles.
and my chest missiles.
Okay,
So first we'll do the laser.
you should roll it all in one, and then I tell you the missiles after you get the confirmed hit to roll again.
Okay. What do I add to those?
So you would
Gunnery,
gunnery and
reflex.
your reflex.
Okay, so +4 to each of those rolls then. 11 for the laser
Mhm.
and 14 for the missiles.
Okay, your missiles hit. Your laser shoots wide, and your missiles do make contact. How many missiles do you have in that pack?
6.
Okay, so you need to roll 2 more times to see if all of them hit or just the one hits. So far, you have one that hit for sure.
And again, I'm adding gunnery and reflex.
Yeah.
Okay. 13. And another 13.
Okay, so only one of your missiles hit, so you get 2 damage on that hit. And where are you hitting?
8.
I think that's a chest, if I remember right. Yeah. So you hit him right in the chest. I need to see what this.
I'm rattled that I only hit him once.
Yeah,
He's really good.
he's a good pilot. You remember you're rolling against his piloting skill.
Well, isn't the chest, wouldn't the shots to the chest kill him now? Though?
So you hit him in the chest, and so you see armor peeling off, but he still looks like he's ready to fight. Now the good thing about his chest is that's where his weapons are. So.
Huh.
Okay.
Quick question.
Yes.
In regards to like using melee and ranged weapons at the same time, is that possible or not? I'm just curious. I figured logically not really,
No,
but
it's not.
yeah,
You do one or the other.
yeah. But no, I'm gonna be using my chicken feet,
Yep.
stomping in on that tank,
Okay.
just taking like one leg and just going boom right into crushing him into the ground.
Right in the back too, because he's turned to you.
Mm.
So let's see what you roll.
No, I'll keep that. It's a 11.
Okay, you hit him, no problem. Crush right on the back. You're doing what? 2 damage is what it does.
Yeah, that's what my legs do. Yeah.
Okay, so that's doubled when you're fighting a crawler. So 4
Yeah.
damage. And that's it. 4 damage. You see parts flying off. Its armor's gone. You can see the strut and juice falling out of it, but it's still moving. But its plenum is like the air plenum is like kind of stalling, and it's in bad shape. It's trying to swing around but it can't swing very fast, so it's like rotating, but it's couldn't get all the way around you, so it had no fire on you. This guy here fires at you though.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what your you got a roll for your?
Yeah. I'm gonna use my edge.
Okay. You don't want to take a hit, eh?
Not really. 8. Shoot. What is it? 2. 8. That would be 13.
Okay, the missiles whiz by you. They're just like flying around you again, missiles everywhere. And when you're saying 8, I'm like, oh, good, I'm going to get hits. Then you get 13.
No,
I'm
8
like,
plus my reflex and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, so things are going pretty chaotic right now for everybody. The battle of lust of war is on full time here. And I need to know if Timothy's going to fire at this locust that's running.
I'm gonna fire at it.
Okay, fire it up.
Just a normal dice roll.
Mm-hmm. Plus your combat skills.
Okay, I got. Oh, this is the best roll so far today. I got a 13.
Okay, so you fire into them. You just got missiles. So tell me, you got to roll again for your missiles. You have how many missiles again?
LR and 10.
Okay, so you got to roll 4 more times.
7.
Okay, keep going.
11.
Okay,
6. And 9.
okay, only 2 missiles hit. Okay, so tell me where they're hitting.
Do you want me to roll again?
Yeah, you got to roll for hitting location now.
Twice?
Yeah.
4.
Okay.
And 10.
Oh, jeez.
So the arm's gone. So you hit the torso, and because the armor's gone, it starts to smoke a bit, and he's like slowing down
Why do I hate torsos?
because that one arm was gone, and the leg is badly joint. He can only move a bit, and he's continuing to run. He's slowing down though. He can only move at 3 now, and he's just trying to book it out of there. So as these guys get to here, all of a sudden you hear shooting and hollering come out, and some of these rebels from the community start throwing fire bombs and firing short missiles at these guys, and so you've got a insurgent of humans trying to distract a car.
Yeah, rebels! Yeah, rebels!
Bring it on.
Yeah, rebels! Rebels, yeah.
So, actually, this guy's gonna move this way. Pull him back. He's damaged pretty bad. This guy's gonna pull back too. Just try to get the prize out of here. And this guy, you hear, so right now, as you're Roger saying, their commander is very upset at them because they're pulling out. He's yelling at them to defend them.
I'd like to point something out quickly.
Yep.
Why is it that the guy with combat paralysis has done the most damage to mechs?
Because you were in
well-
the heat of the battle.
Yeah, you were in the thick of it there. Plus, I'm the only one that's actually brought one down.
I'm like,
That's not true. I brought one down.
They brought
A mech?
They brought a mech down.
Well,
They brought a
I
mech
didn't bring
down.
it back down. I brought something down.
Urban mech.
As far as I know, Roger and I are the only ones.
Okay, so what's going on? I moved you up, Jimothy, because I figured you're just going to follow up.
yes.
Do you want to push the one? Did you want to use your jump jets?
Sure.
Okay, because
Get over the wall.
well, you get him on the wall. Then he has a clear shot.
Get him yet.
But
Sure.
He's got the high ground, Anakin.
but you will not be able to use your rockets this time because you're overheated too bad with the jump jets.
I'm also out of rockets.
Yeah,
you
you
have,
said
one,
this
you
was
have one
last.
more round. You have one more round. You won't be able to use lasers either. So if you only have rockets and lasers, you won't be able to fire this round. Okay, so he says their commander's trying to figure out why they're running. They need to defend the thing. So there's their moves. The only people that haven't moved are you two.
Yeah. Are you still going after the commander, the fighter?
Yeah. Yeah, may as
All
well.
All right. Yeah. So, and I will.
I'm after his lucky charms.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take the side route here. Come around this way, and stomp into this guy here, number 5.
Same guy again.
Of course.
You're gonna stomp into him again. This time
I'm
you're facing
stomping
the front.
into him.
You're at the front though this time.
Yeah, well, I mean, you take what you can. But I kind of like that angle better. So that'd be a 7, 11.
Okay, you hit him again for 4 damage, and
Right.
he's just cracking. Like he's really slowing down, but he's not crushed yet.
Okay.
And I'm going to open fire on the commander guy.
You gonna fire on him again?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll highlight that for you. He will return fire as well, but I'll do that after he does his dodging.
Cool.
Okay, what'd you get?
So double crit.
Okay, so 12s.
Yeah, 2 12s.
And with which did you get with your combat?
With my combat.
Like your numbers above.
Plus another is 16.
Okay,
16 total.
okay, because the 12 wasn't enough to hit him, but with the 16 you are, so you hit him. Okay, so you've hit him twice. Now, where the 12 comes in for these crits is what we're talking about. Crits is if you roll a 12 when you're aiming, then you can spend a plot point to actually hit him in the head, which does more damage, obviously, because there's less armor. So now you got to pick your locations, okay? So your weapons have hit. So how many missiles do you have in your short range?
It's my torso again, so 6.
6. Okay, so you're going to roll 2 more rolls for that. Okay.
Can I use a plot point to just hit him in with all of them?
No. Sometimes
No?
you can, but you know.
Okay.
Would you roll for the last two?
9 and 8.
Okay. So again, you hit him with one missile and your lasers. So you do. Where's your lasers hit?
Oh, right. My lasers are going to hit him. 10.
Okay. So 10 is the arm. Okay.
The laser and the missile is 4.
Okay. And 4 is. Where's 4? In the other arm. So you hit both arms. And
2 damage from the laser.
Yeah, I'm just looking at his arm strength. Okay, so you see one arm actually fly off. It's just like you can describe it the way you want to see it in your eyes, you know.
Sweet. So if that's the guy that I'm looking at, his arm goes flying off and it like crashes in to that one of those elevated tiles in behind him.
Okay. I thought you'd have it land at your feet. You'd pick it up as your new shillelagh.
I might pick it up from over there, but it doesn't seem like if I blasted it off, it would land at my feet.
Okay. What's your piloting role? Just so I wanted to, because he's shooting at you as well.
Give me a sec. 14.
Okay, so he hits you, and he does. He does 2 damage to your head. He hits you in the head. I think your armor's strong enough to take the first 2 damage.
Yep.
Okay, but that's not a good thing when your head gets hit. So when you get hit in the head, you have to roll to see if you stay conscious. Okay? So what you're going to roll, you got to roll under the number of your conscious right now. And so, I mean, over the number of your conscious. So the first one's 3. So you got to roll over a 3 with your 2 dice.
Okay. I roll a 5.
Okay. But next time it's going to be 4, just so you know. It keeps climbing.
Oh, you're dead.
Mm-hmm. So you got hit in the head. Okay. And what is young, you can't shoot, so nothing's happening there. He shoots at him. Nothing really happens. This guy is taking his move, and he actually uses his jump jets to create some distance. And he's yelling to his troops. Roger says they're yelling for a full retreat, and they've been confirmed that they've got allies coming.
Yeah, let's make this quick. Let's get them separated from their slave mobiles or whatever they are.
And I've just picked up a Jenner and a Griffin.
That doesn't sound scary.
Yeah, it doesn't sound scary, but Jenners are pretty heavy missile bolts for a light mech, and a Griffin is a very powerful medium mech. So I'm saying we've got to stop them before they get to this bridge, because they might get to us by the time we get there if we don't stop them. Okay. So what are you guys going to do?
Well, I'm gonna kind of jump at the opportunity and like make my way up. Now, depending on where you bring them. Okay.
What happened while I was gone?
So I'm gonna come in on that. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
As you get there, you see the last of the rebellion dying to machine gun fire from the armored vehicles that are moving them. But you see also another Pegasus get blown up by them. So they blew up a Pegasus, but the machine gun cut them down from the fire. I just moved you up with them. Lincoln.
What are you thinking, Billy? So
I'm
the
thinking I'm going to
Peg-
grab that arm.
I grab the arm.
So you gotta go there.
Um,
Pick up the arm.
I think. Are you still gonna go after that spider, or are you gonna come help us here?
Well, I can't really. I don't have the ability to climb up after him. I don't think so.
No, you can
I'd have
walk
to
up one
shoot him.
level.
Yeah. You could walk
You're
up one
allowed to
level,
use-
but you're gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna start to fade away. You went to get the arms, that's why you moved there.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'll let you do that, obviously. Yeah, so you got one movement, or you have two movement left, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
Well, they still got the 3 Pegasus.
Two
And
very
they're,
damaged. Two very damaged though.
I'll take the arm and I'll make my way up towards the bridge.
Are you gonna run a bit? You will take heat damage because you've been firing before.
Yeah, I will.
So you took 1 heat damage, and I will talk more about heat next time we play. Right now, I'm just saying, letting you off with a little bit on heat, guys. I haven't really been punishing you for the heat because it's your first real combat. But because Lincoln's been running hot the whole time.
I've been running super hot. I'm like a very, very hot man.
Okay, so this guy, he's giving a parting shot at the
I'm gorgeous
locust.
and muscular.
What are you doing, Lincoln?
I'm gonna shoot it with whatever is left.
Well, there's the locust you can shoot at with your last range, long range.
Oh yeah, I'll shoot at that.
Okay, that's your last cartridge of long range there. And then there's a bunch of Pegasus.
I'll shoot at the locust.
Okay.
All right. You better take it down this time.
I got a 9.
Okay, you hit it again. Now, you got to roll, just so you know, I'm giving you the advantage. You have to roll at least a 9 on all of those to get any of those more rockets to hit, because you just hit it. So roll away. You have 4 more rolls to do.
8.
That miss?
Am I adding my bonuses or no?
Yeah.
Oh, then 10.
Okay, keep going. You only need 3 to hit, because that's the most you can get anyways, damage-wise.
I got a 5.
Okay, that one missed.
Oh boy.
I got a 12.
Okay, that hit. That's enough. You got your full damage you can get. Now roll 3 locations for me.
A 3.
Okay,
A 6.
okay.
And a 9.
Okay, so you see this thing running away, and all of a sudden it just drops, and you see the hatch fly off the top and ejection. That's a downed mech. That's a downed mech. Looks like we blew the engine on that one too, though. Center core hit again.
I really don't like torsos.
Yes, you've hit a lot of torsos.
I never get high rolls. I always get lower rolls.
The torso's good to take down the mech, but it's not good because it leaves you very little salvage.
Yeah. That's a big explosion.
Yeah.
It leaves me the arms though.
Well, there's no arms on that mech,
I don't. Yeah, it's just the machine guns.
and they're already blown off.
Yeah, you might get a chicken leg out of it.
Yeah, which is good because that's the legs you need.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about it this way. I have to repair every single person other than me.
Your legs are good because those legs match your legs.
Even the mechs that
Wrong
are
color, but
meteorites
I'll
will
take
have
it.
to
But the
repair.
thing is, that means no spending XP to get them if you have the legs.
Mm.
So it saves you XP on the buying, legs.
Sure. Yeah. But I'm wondering if I can use a plot point here.
Yep.
To do kind of like a double target.
Okay.
So like I'm gonna use my leg to kind of like stomp on the tank here,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna shoot at the I guess the I mean, I don't know how strong that thing is, but I'm gonna shoot like the street in front of it with my lasers to create like a big hole before it drives in.
Okay, just kind of scaring it.
Well, or either that or make it like, you know, just kind of crash into the hole and not be able to do anything or something,
Okay, so
depending.
if you hit, just so you know, because the way you've beaten up Hover Tank 5, if you hit at all,
Mm,
you've destroyed it. Just so you know.
right. Yeah. And I'm gonna use the lasers to shoot at the road,
Okay.
obviously,
Yeah.
because the machine gun wouldn't do much to that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, yeah, I'm just taking like a big step onto the tank, and as like I'm leaning forward, I'm like aiming down at the road just north of the Platoon Raider 6.
hmm So roll for your stomp first.
That would be what, 5 plus it's the same number every time, so that'd be a 9 total.
Okay. So you break through it. It blows up under your feet, kind of sending you jerking a bit. Like it kind of like whoa, a little more than you thought. So when you roll your lasers, you're gonna have to add like a -2 to it.
Yep. So that'd be a +3.
hmm
8, that'd be 11.
Okay. Okay, so you shoot the road in front of it. The guy kind of veers off this way just to avoid getting shot at. He thinks you shoot at him, and he veers off the road as he goes. And this guy kind of looses some machine gun fire, not really aiming at you, just kind of throwing it back at you guys because he's trying to get away. And this one's 3. This is the one that's still in perfect condition. He's going to try to make a run for it with these guys. And this guy's going to fire, and he's going to loose his lasers at the commando. I need you to roll, Brady.
Okay. Oh, dropped another dice.
And add your reflexes and pilot.
Yeesh. 8.
Okay, you're getting hit by a laser.
Yep.
You didn't roll that good. An 8. It's going to hit you where? 8. That is torso. How are you doing there?
How much damage to the torso?
2.
Okay. No longer have any
Armor.
armor left, and one of those shots got through.
So you need to warn you guys that you got a major hit here. You need to maybe back out of battle here, or you can keep pushing it. It's really up to you.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
You can run up and try to stomp on that.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like the risk reward.
I know this is where the combat you have to think about risk and reward here.
Hmm.
He sees that you're injured. He's going for the kill, depending on what you do.
Well, I'm gonna try and find some cover and wait out the rest of this.
Yeah, ducking around behind the building there.
Yeah. Back in this
Yeah,
building. There you are. Do you see where you are? on
that would
thing?
work. You're kind of back here behind the building, give you better cover.
You kind of see it?
Not yet. I'm waiting for my stream to catch up.
Or do you want to go over here where Jimothy is? I guess.
Yeah, over there is good. behind that building where you had me.
Okay.
Works.
Okay, so you're pulling back, and these guys are moving forward. And oh, he's going for the victory, trying to make sure they don't get away. Good job.
All right.
You don't have any rockets left, Jimothy. So what would you like to do?
Can I use a laser?
What?
Can I use a laser?
If you move, you still have one movement. You can move here and shoot the laser at the thing that's trying to kill your partner.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Ah.
You'd be protecting Billy O'Leary.
What if I want to go for the transport instead?
You couldn't shoot it where you are.
Yeah, you're a little too far away.
What if I triple run?
You already did. I already moved you. You have one movement left. That's counting a run. I moved your normal movement up.
Okay, well just move me there, and I'll fire it.
Okay, fire it. Transfer it. Hovercraft 1.
It's already hurting pretty bad.
Roll.
I got a.
It's just lasers now, remember?
Yep. So just plus my
Gunnery and your reflex.
Yeah. So I got an 8.
Okay, you hit it, and it goes flying into the plenum on it, the little plenum, buses, and it slams right into this. Bam! And it's out of commission. That's the same one Billy hit with the stick.
Broke my stick over that one.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm just gonna blast into that tank
Yep.
on the bridge.
Kind of block the bridge.
That's kind of what I'm hoping.
Yep.
Full bore,
Yep.
lasers, machine gun. So lasers.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop. That's followed off the table. That's a 13 for the laser.
Hit, no problem.
Okay, and machine guns would be a 12.
Yep, both hit, no problem. 4 damage to where?
First one is a 6. Machine guns are a 2.
Okay, so you get to roll on the critical table here. You did critical damage. So roll again.
Right, here we go. I got a 9.
Okay, so his engine's out. He's still able to fire, but his engine's out. He's stuck right where he is.
I call it on open channel. Surrender and you will not be killed.
To give you more fear, this guy moves up there too. You see hatches come up and their hands are up and they're like, "We surrender, we surrender."
And I'll call back to them. All right, exit the vehicle. As I turn around and look all menacing.
What are we gonna do with them if we're not gonna kill them? Are we just gonna lie to them and kill them anyways?
No, I was kind of thinking we'd, take a prisoner or something. I don't know. We just got a bunch of vehicles to transport them in.
But we don't have a prison.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, so you hear
Not
Roger.
gonna be a problem.
You hear Roger now coming over the radio. Guys, we finished this mission, but we got problems still. That spider is retreated, but there's still 2 mechs coming in, and if we don't get out of here or blow the bridge or something, these mechs are gonna come and eat us alive.
I thought you could cross the river in a mech.
They can.
So why are we blowing the bridge?
I don't know. He was just saying something. He doesn't know everything.
I thought that's his job with the voodoo magic. I thought he was voodoo magic know everything guy.
No. I don't know what we're gonna do, but
It's only 2 more mechs. They'll just take out their torsos.
And no, these mechs, that's out of game knowledge. I don't know. Griffins sound pretty scary.
it is a scary mech. But I think what we can do is retreat.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking that's the case. We've got the people safe,
Yep.
and let's get out of here.
So
Can we make
you're gonna
sure
stick one of your people in the driving all these vehicles?
I mean, presumably. I mean, sure,
Yes,
somebody in those vehicles are able to drive.
can we also get vehicles to pick up the dead mechs?
No, but
No.
this mech here,
Yeah.
all that's pretty much left is legs. So if you want to grab those legs, you can pick them up and carry them.
But like, I really want to get that cannon from the urban mech.
I don't think you have time for that.
But like, what if I could probably run, jump over the wall, grab just the cannon, like just rip off the arm with my mech and run with it.
I don't think you can. If you,
Now, but what if I get a really high roll and use a plot point?
I will let you have one chance. You got to roll a 12 to get the cannon. You can get the legs though off this, so you can grab the legs because that's pretty much all that's left on that thing.
Roll a 12. Actually,
So
genuinely
you
rolled
guys
a
got an
12.
autocannon too. You salvage an autocannon and legs. Now you might be able to pick up some salvage later, but as you're retreating, just know that the guys that are here, like the rebels that you secured, you might be able to talk them into trying to salvage stuff for you too, right? Like missiles or anything that might be left around. But
Yeah, I definitely need missiles. I use too many of those.
so you guys are retreating, and you retreat back to your forest area, get on the transports, and they're driving you back. By the time you get back to your base, you hear reports of how the other mechs came in and blew up a bunch of the villages. Most of the people realize that it's not smart to be there, so they kind of retreated out of the main town as well. And you got a bunch of people that kind of living in the wild now. Most of them, some are loyalists. I mean, like they're given into the people that are coming, and they just don't. They figure there's no hope in fighting, so they're just going to stay there,
Right.
and surrender their lives to them, basically. But a bunch of rebels from here now have gotten to vehicles, and they're in the bushes and stuff, and you can later communicate with them and come up with a thing. For the most part, it was a pretty good victory, but you have a lot of damage to your mechs.
Yeah, but you guys are all
But you
fixing
secured
experience.
you secured a
I'm
whole
feeling pretty good.
You secured a whole village. You saved the people from being slavery. You got 2 vehicles, machine gun armored transports, that with another 40 people, mostly women, but that's okay. And you've secured those people, and you've got the confidence of the Japanese village now.
It doesn't matter what gender they are. We can still make them do labor. They'll just be slaves, but we'll not call them slaves.
Yeah, I'm just thinking
They're
of
just they're okay,
two trucks
they're
full
not
of women.
slaves.
That's
they just
that's
owe us
dark.
their lives.
So I'm going to take a pause, and then we're going to come back and we will take about 15 minutes just to talk about what your plan is for all these people and stuff like that. So you guys can talk about that. I'm going to
Definitely
mute the
not
stream,
slavery, that's
but I
definitely not what we're gonna be doing.
gotta go for a second. Okay, stream. We are done our little battle here. Our people have rescued the women slaves that were going to be sent off to the homeworld of Duke Drakecock, and then moved to all his little businesses on the side. They found when they found the people that they found in this they not only found that these women were all young women, they were as low as age of 12 that were there. So 12 to 20-year-old women that were being shipped off to some unknown world. And these people rescued them in just the nick of time. They dealt some damage to themselves, leaving themselves hurt and vulnerable. They wouldn't be ready for a fight for another little while. But if they did clear up a lot of wreckage and maybe hurt the enemy almost as much. They've taken the enemy down. Literally, they didn't lose any mechs, but the enemy lost 2 mechs in the process, and 4 Pegasus and 1 badly damaged. 5 Pegasus. Yeah, 5 Pegasus and 1 badly damaged, and they gained 2 light transports, as well as a AC-10 and some two legs for a Locust. So they got a little bit of legs. Yeah, nothing significant. Doesn't really matter. So they did make the salvation of those people, and which is good. They did that. One minute we're gonna go to our people. I have you guys muted just so you know. We'll go to our people, and they will have an opportunity to tell you what they're gonna do with their wins, and they're gonna strategize for kind of maybe what's next. But on this day, I just want to tell you about this wonderful thing: instant dice tray. This is an instant dice tray. Great. This is one of our today's sponsors, but not unofficial sponsors. We have nice dice trays to keep our dice organized. So when you're rolling them, you don't have to worry about your dice falling all over the place, and it cuts down on the sound and makes it beautiful. Instant dice tray. There you go. You can pick them up on Amazon, and I'm not really a sponsor, but I just thought I'd let you know. Instant dice tray, and they come in lots of different colors. Yeah. You got the instant dice tray too, but you got the square one. I went for the octo.
Hexagon.
He got one too. Everybody's got one, but he's got a salad.
It is not an octagon. It is a hexagon.
Hexagon. Sorry. Okay. So you had to move quickly away from the battlefield. You couldn't salvage much. It was even lucky that you got the AC-10. I don't know how you guys, but it's a master salvage is what got it. He's a master salvage. He with his mech arms could almost move like a mechanic and get you that AC-10. Not that you can use it because you don't have any AC-10 ammo, but that's besides the point. But you got a nice AC-10 for future upgrades if you want to take off all your other weapons and mount an AC-10. If you could do that on some of your, actually, no, I don't think any of your mechs could handle the AC-10. But you have it, and so you're sitting there. You got some good salvage. You got out of there. Some of the city people took off. Some joined you guys. There was a rebellion unit that got killed in the process, but they showed you that they do have some people that are willing to fight, and some of them joined you. And so you and your civilians, about 60 people total, are heading back to your hills country, but you need to camp out somewhere in the south. And so tell me what's going to happen. And this is going to turn it over to you guys.
All right. So I guess we're kind of figuring out
40
what
of
we
them are
wanted
women.
to do. Yeah. Most of them are women. Yeah. 40 of them are women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 20 strong fighting men. Now, Roger says to you, hey, guys, I don't know if you know anything about this, but this is just a suggestion. Maybe you should ask if anybody wants to, learn in your learning pod to see if you can replenish new mech warriors, too.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Start training your next
we're-
lance.
Yeah, we've got What was that? The first mech we fought there? I forget
Flea.
the name of that one.
You have a flea.
Yeah, the flea. So yeah, we got the flea. I know Roger, you're keen on that one. We have this extra spider. Um, we're starting to get some extra vehicles too. So combat training isn't such a bad idea, anyways.
Mhm.
So you just so
So
you guys
I think
know,
yeah, let's give it a shot.
you have a Pegasus now too back home, remember?
Right.
So you have one Pegasus, 2 vehicles, and like 2 of these
Yeah,
light machine gun vehicles.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just machine guns they're APCs basically with machine guns, but they're armored, so they can at least, they're better than your trucks.
I think. Yeah, farm trucks and whatnot. Let me see.
Nobody can hear you.
Oh, sorry, I was just kind of thinking. Da, 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 da.
I don't think he was talking to you.
No, I'm saying Lincoln. Nobody can hear you.
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
better.
I'll say it. 1 second, I need to check how to pronounce this word again.
Well, I lost him again, I think.
Seco dodecahedron. That's the shape that my dice tray is. I definitely didn't look up the longest name for any shape.
Okay. That
A
has nothing to do with it.
polydodecahedron.
Okay. So what's going on? How are you guys going to do this? Are you guys heading back to camp right away? Are you going to find these guys another camp, or what are you guys doing?
Well, I think yeah, we were talking. I threw out the idea of like we kind of. I mean, we can't really start a lot of cell groups, but maybe because I mean, I'm not sure how much space we have left at the main base. Because we got all the Irish people there too. Would you say this kind of like this group would be like would fill it to the max kind of thing? Like,
I know the cave's pretty big, and your actual bunks,
Okay.
your steel box has bunks for about 50 people, and you've got about
okay,
you got about 50 already at the place. You're going to be at 90. Food and water is going to be the problem.
yeah.
We have
Yeah,
a river,
and
and we have potato farmers.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Is there well, there's got to be like a leader or something that's in this group. Would you say like
You're looking
an
at the
older
guys and
general?
the younger fighter men that were like came out of the bushes to fight and everything. They're like, yeah, our leader died in that raid, taking out that Pegasus.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Your 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 help was greatly needed in helping to save all these women. Just kind of curious. We're thinking,
One of the
it'd be
ladies,
tough to feed everybody,
one of the
but
ladies steps up and says, "I could lead, in strong Japanese."
like I kind of like step back a bit. I'm like, whoa, oh, where'd she come from?
and
like,
she's like
all
20,
right,
20
I
years
could dig it.
old, and
Whoa, I'm
long-
talking to a woman, first
long-
time in my life.
long,
Yeah, that's not exactly what I meant, but
but like
Um,
long black hair, nice chin line and smart looking, and very intelligent looking, like just by looks, and confident.
No one can be more intelligent than
what's her name? Well, what's your name then? I'm Wolfgang. This is my lucky charm Billy over here. He's a little tired
Hey.
though.
Yes,
And
sir.
that's
Good luck, guys.
Jimothy. What would your name be?
I hadn't thought
You
of
could-
a leader name.
Yeah, you could see him just.
I know, I'm putting you on the spot.
I was like, I'm going through my names and I'm trying to like, think of
Google name generator.
Yvonne.
No, that's too.
That's not a very Japanese name.
Okay.
I'm Esther Yang. No, not yet. Esther Bowie.
Esther Bowie. Well, I'm wondering if you're willing to talk to the ladies and even the other gentlemen from your community and I want to see what people can do, like their skills and stuff. And if there's some people that want to try learning about mechs, we're gonna need more operators, and
So
we need people with courage to
she
step
goes
up.
she goes on and talks to her people in her own language, and they start talking back and forth and different things. And she comes up and she says, you know, lots of people are young and they don't have any real skills that they've learned. We've got some fishermen. We've got one man who works on repairing the boats, and she points him out. So he's got some tech skills. We got a couple oil guys who work in the oil fields, and so their laborers are bigger, stronger guys. But you got people that can sew. You got people that can do other stuff. You got some women that have never had jobs, but they're very intelligent, and they would love the opportunity to learn. You know, but every one of these people is a younger group.
So
There's no older people here.
So I got the name generator, and I accidentally generated way too many names on the rapid name category.
Well,
That is the name for the person
I believe
I came up with.
we're gonna be running tight with that many people, but we can't really turn them away. So let's bring them with us.
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah, we have
And
the
we'll-
room.
We'll figure out the food situation by sending more hunters out, I guess.
There's
Yeah,
potato
we gotta
farmers.
be. Yeah, we'll have
What
to
do you mean? You can grow
kind
a
of
potato
strategize.
anywhere.
I think.
Potatoes
I,
aren't enough to get through when you got this many mouths to feed, laddie. You need more than just potatoes.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I think we need to start a
fishermen.
cell group kind of rebellion, even right as I mentioned before,
Yeah.
where we're still connected, but there's not one big chain link for the enemy to take us all out at once. We have
You might have to
people
train
out and
people
about
to
doing
do
different
that.
things.
You might have to train people first and send them into groups.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I think for now, let's bring them back, and let's then deal with it. We got Esther to kind of talk to. I mean, sounds like she's I don't know her very well, but obviously, but she seems to take to the leadership role, so we could see how she fits in about helping to organize her people and whatnot. We've got general laborers who can help us haul things, and we got hunters and fishermen. I mean, there's rivers and stuff around that they can kind of work with. So I think
Literally,
we can kind of work with that, and then
waterfall river.
yeah, I mean, yeah, there's got to be fish there somewhere.
Fair
And
enough.
then
You got a
I don't know. I
couple-
think
you got a
let's
couple boat
let's
mechanics.
yeah, exactly. By the looks of things, you guys are looking pretty rough. So we'll definitely need to fix you guys up.
Mm-hmm.
Just
So
the two of you.
yeah, let's bring them back.
Two-
And
two units took a lot of damage. The other two just shot back and killed everything.
yeah. So yeah, let's bring them back, and I think we train them to do cell group kind of thing.
Yeah.
We could come up with our own communication system that will kind of fool the Duke and his men maybe somehow,
Okay.
that we can kind of.
The plan is to take them back and then build a force to separate them, create small groups of armies that can attack everywhere.
Yeah, but each group is kind of doing their own thing,
Yeah.
but yeah, they're also just doing sabotage or whatever.
Okay, good enough. That's a good plan. Yeah. Okay. The reality is, though, you guys kind of played your roles because both the guys that went in were supposed to be the up front guys, and they are going to take more damage. Armor's easy, though, because you guys can make armor. It's the other stuff, when you get internal damage, that's a problem. So, armor damage is nothing because you can make the armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need new armor. I also need a fancy metal beating stick.
Just
Yeah, we
ask
can
me
get
and I'll make that thing.
working on that.
You can even put
We got
spikes on it to get
fabricators.
some more damage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think we take one of those iron girders and we could fashion it into something.
Okay, so you guys head back to the base. Everything's kind of cool. The week goes by. Okay, the Duke has been crazy mad. Like his units have been mad because they missed quota on getting the people that they were supposed to get to the for the Duke, and so they've been looking and searching, and the town in the south here has been heavily guarded, and things are ramped it up, and the shuttle left the Earth, so the shuttle's gone right now, and it's just the units on ground. For 2 days. So Roger's telling you something here. So Roger calls you and he goes, you know, the shuttle left. They took all the stuff you guys gave them, but it's going to be 2 days before another shuttle lands. So these guys have no reinforcements for 2 days. So what's on what's on the ground?
Yeah, what's on the ground?
What's on the ground is on the ground. And so Roger's going to go through with you to tell you a little bit about what's on the ground because you know he knows everything they have at this point because he was in part of them until then. So he talks to you for a second and he's telling you they've got on the ground right now. They have the spider that you guys already had combat with. Okay, they have a griffin, a Jenner, and a commando, and a locust.
Huh.
Interesting.
Commando and locust are in the north, and then they have a rumble tank, which I would not worth.
Oh, jeez.
You know, if not anything, and then another one of those ATV and a unit of infantry at both bases.
Yeah, so they're kind of hurting
thin.
right now.
Yeah. So-
What's the turnaround on fixing on the 2 mechs that we have that are super beat up?
You're not going to get a lot of good turnaround on it, but you could put the legs of the locusts and use the agitators to get the flea legs working. So you could have the flea up and running. Which damage is on yours?
My right arm is
Gone.
broken,
Now,
and my torso needs repaired as well.
so is it just armor on the torso or no?
Yes, it's just armor on the
Okay.
torso. Well, I've taken 2 damage to the torso.
Like internal?
Internal, yeah.
So your mech's kind of out of commission until you.
Yeah, I guess mine probably needs to get a lot of work done
Yeah,
to it
and the
because it
spiders.
took 2 damage to the head. It took a couple
Yeah.
shots to
So your mech,
internally to
your
the chest.
mech is out of commission unless you spend an experience. Says that would mean that you salvage the parts to get it back up and running, but it would be a week for your mech to be back in commission. Either way,
Yeah, and our
Okay.
spider is
And your
even worse off.
your spider's missing both arms. Other than that, it didn't take much damage other than armor.
Okay. So it
but-
could still be used, but it'd be kind of silly.
Yeah, it'd be no arms, which means any hits to hit arms go directly inside. Right.
Mm,
So that's the danger
Right.
of that. And so you did pick up an arm off the ground, so you could repair that because it's a spider arm, the club that he picked up. So you could
Right,
pick
yeah,
up, you could repair one of those arms, but it's gonna be 1 experience to repair the spider. Armor doesn't cost you anything because you guys can make armor. So it's just time.
Okay.
So armor's free. It's
I don't
internal.
currently have any XP to spend.
Well, I'm gonna give you XP for today, but I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
So for you guys now, what I would say to you guys do is probably pool some XP for repairs.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that might right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Now the other thing you can do is go on a salvage run. So you can search the land for salvage. This battle area, you probably have to go at night, but that would be a mission you guys could do, and salvage some stuff, and try to avoid like patrols. You know, might be the time to do it. Oh, they got a helicopter too. 1 helicopter. Forgot
Right.
that.
Yeah.
But this might be the time to do it because they're going to be sticking close to their base.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they can't spread out like they were before.
So they're not even in the city right now. They're pushed back to the base, except the 2 bases. You got this in the north, and you have this plus the helicopter in where their landing pad is.
Huh.
But in the north, there's this. There's nothing in this city anymore. This city down here. Well, that's not true. There is one repaired. What do you call it? Pegasus as it patrols, and an infantry unit. But that's it. So,
Okay.
but so there is salvage to be found in this city, especially because the battle. They haven't salvaged it all because they're pulling back. They don't have the support of the dropship or anything. But you could
Yeah, and this,
you could do a big push to attack too if you want. But it's up to you guys if you want to salvage run or if you want to do an attack. You could do a salvage run and attack the north, or you could,
think we don't want to spread ourselves too thin.
I think hitting them while they're thinned out is the best way to go.
Yeah, you're thinking, be aggressive with it.
I
Let's
think
take
so.
them like that northern, like they've got a locust and a commando in the north.
and an infantry unit.
Yeah,
My locust is good to go. It just needs a couple armor panels.
The flea,
On the
the
torso.
flea can be up and running.
Fleet can be up and running.
we could take that stronghold from them and solidify ourselves.
Well, there's
there.
that too. Yeah. I'm not sure what's going to come up in the next shipment. Any ideas about that, Roger, or was that kind of out of your loop?
It's out of my loop, but they would have sent that before you guys ever attacked. So it might just be another lance
So
or
it's
something.
still not going to
Because
be.
it's 4
yeah,
it's
gotcha.
4 weeks between the planet where we came from and here. So they've already sent the
Gotcha.
shipment long before, and everything's passing in the air.
Right. So the next shipment's going to be the one that's going to be a doozy then.
Yes.
Okay.
So usually you get at least one lance with each of the shipments. Now I want to tell you something. We're in this solar system, in this sun system. We've jumped in, and we've hit 3 planets. So there's 3 livable planets here. This planet and another planet have people on it. None seem to have any technology. And then there was a water planet that has no people.
Right. There's like that other planet with the other people, or like, I don't know, were they like, they're like us?
Yes.
Huh. That's interesting. I guess, I mean, whatever. I mean, we'll have to deal with that later. We don't really have a means to get off the planet,
But
nor
just so you know,
opportunity,
that
but
there's 3 planets
it's
in this solar
good to
system.
know.
So if you had a drop ship, you could go to any one of those planets. Take a week of
yeah,
travel.
gotcha. Yeah. Well, I think that in the future, if that's ever a possibility,
I think we
have no
should.
idea, but
I think we should consolidate our forces and attack the north and try to take it.
yeah, okay. Yeah, and then we could get salvage out of that, like commando and locust parts and ammunition and stuff like that. We could
Yep.
scavenge the city, yeah, and then do the north. We can only do one. That's kind of what we're thinking.
No, you're allowed to do 2 operations, but you have 3 days before reinforcements come. So you could do a
We do,
night
yeah.
salvage. You could
Night
send-
salvage with 2 days left to do the
Yeah.
northern encampment kind of thing.
Mhm. Salvage.
That's what I
if
would
leave the
say.
salvage right
Okay.
now. Like you could do the salvage, say now, and then leave the attack for the next 2 days. It gives your mechanics time to work on the mechs because you're not going to use your mechs for the salvage run. Because
No.
if you use your mechs, it's more wear and tear and chance of being hurt or whatever.
Yeah, no, and we've got vehicles that we
Yeah,
can
You're
use.
going to use pickup
so.
trucks and maybe these armored trucks, because these armored trucks have machine guns and they can get you there, and they don't have fusion engines. They're just diesel engines, so they're not going to pick
Mhm.
up or anything.
No, I'm down to do split it.
Yeah, if we
That
can
way.
do both, I'm good to do it that way for sure.
Yeah, I think one night to do the salvage, and then we'll do probably a night raid even or something, whatever gives us the advantage
Okay,
to
so what I'm going to
deal
do
with their base.
is you guys each get 1 token on this board. You can just use anything you want. I'm going to bring the board back up. And you basically have 6 turns to move move to different spots and see what you can salvage, and that's where we're going, and that's it for this night's thing. So there's no combat other than avoiding the whatever. If you get caught by the one thing here. But mainly your job is to try to find salvage on this map.
Oh yeah, like we could go anywhere, kind of thing.
Yeah, you have 6 turns. You can so if you come here,
Come
Lincoln.
over here for a second. I think this computer died. Don't look at this. I looked over at my second monitor. Over my, you're gonna need to be able to see them.
Okay.
So, some of the people that you were captured or freed said that they remember seeing hunks of metal in the riverways too.
Ooh.
So, that's also a possibility. So, you can start in 3 different locations. You can be dropped off in the city, okay, to do your 6 turns. Your things can move, each turn can move 4 spots, okay, and you can salvage in those times. So where would you like to be dropped off? Coastline, river?
River.
So where in the river?
I think you like by the bridge or something.
Okay, you're gonna get dropped
Yeah.
off at the bridge on this
'Cause
side.
then you know some of us can get the mechanical salvage and
Some people can go into the village too and salvage.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
That's what I'm
let's do
thinking.
by the
just-
bridge.
just
in
using
the,
your
like by the water.
I'm just using your mechs as the point, just so you can see. Oh, sorry, that wasn't your mech.
Yeah, and you need the commando. I guess that's Lincoln there.
Yeah. Okay. So here's where you are. This guy is right now in the city scouting. He's driving around. You can choose where you want to go. You use first round. You get 4 spots, and then you can salvage in the area you are in.
Okay.
Do whatever you want to do. You're not actually in your mechs, just so you know. I'm just using them as tokens.
I think we kind of like fan out a little bit, kind of thing.
Okay.
Um.
And
I'll check the water.
the villagers said,
Yeah, you'll go through the water.
Okay.
So
which way?
I'm not sure if you're like you want to go north or like east, I guess.
It doesn't really matter.
You need to tell me where you're going.
Well, we'll just go
I
1,
need to see the
2,
map.
3, 4. So you're kind of like in the water there.
That's
Okay.
the professional salvage guy.
Yeah, no, I think Jimothy, I think you want to go down the main drag here and work your way through all the busted up tanks and stuff. I mean, that's right up your alley.
Where are you going, Timothy?
I would like to look around. Give me the maps.
You can't look around too much. You can only see what you can see from your point.
So I'd like to look at what I can see from my point.
It's right here. I'm showing you.
I would look
Alright,
at
go
those
to the-
lumps of metal.
You want to go up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, cool.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah, there's something.
Okay. There's nothing in your area to salvage right now, Lincoln. That's 1 turn. Okay, go. Where are you guys going?
Yeah, I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3. I think kind of like down the street kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'll take the one side. Roger will get together kind of thing.
Okay, so you find machine guns sitting there. A bunch of machine guns and small arms that you can gather up.
Yeah, I'll just write that somewhere in here.
Yep. Roger
Small arms.
finds nothing as he salvage area. Okay.
Okay.
Go next. Where are you guys going? Can you see the board enough to tell them where you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just continue along the water line.
This side.
Cool.
Where you want to go, Lincoln?
I want to head towards those.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I want to go. On.
Okay, let's see what Lincoln got because there is something here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Lincoln has a smash.
Oh, I'm actually looking for tiles that have something.
Smash mercenary Jenner.
Whoa.
31 tons of rusty scrap metal.
Ah.
So, but you are a salvage ability, so roll your salvage. You might get extra because you are a skilled salvager.
I need to check my character sheet.
Okay, well, he's doing that. We're going to go over to you guys.
Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna.
You might want to stop at that locust and see if you can salvage anything off of it.
Yeah, that's where it was. It was kind of around here somewhere, right?
Right
So.
there, right beside you. You can see it right there.
Oh, that one there. Yeah, yeah. So, well, yeah, we'll kind of continue. Get all my 4 movements, but.
Yeah, 4 would put him here. So he's going to salvage. And, okay. Now you got to roll for your salvage. It'll be your mechanical ability. And then I will determine how good that is against a salvage. Because salvage is obviously better than mechanical for salvaging.
Makes sense.
Can I get a reroll?
Have you used your reroll? Yes.
I used it like at the start.
Yeah.
Don't you get multiple though?
What is the rule? Plot points respawn.
No,
Plot points, no. Edge, yes.
Okay,
edge
so
every
yes.
different scene.
So you
yeah.
do have another reroll. You can reroll 1 or both dice.
I'm rerolling both of them because they're both garbage. That's much better. Okay, I got a 13.
Okay, so while you're salvaging through that Jenner there, you found all that scrap metal, of course, but you also found a laser that was working good, and a arm not really an arm agitator because they don't really have arms, Jenner. They have like
Yeah, they just got
missile turrets.
artillery
So basically,
things.
you have a arm-mounted laser, so you could switch that out on like a locust or something. You could put a laser there instead where the machine guns are and stuff like that. So you could gain a laser for instead of a machine gun.
Bring me back onto the land towards the city.
Yep.
And then elevate me onto the next level.
Here.
Because I see that there are some tiles on this next level that
Yeah, there's like
I
that
might be able to
gravel kind of thing.
salvage. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So you're gonna search the gravel area. Okay. Okay. So, this guy here, your spider guy, Roger, he salvages ammunition, short range missiles, and machine gun ammo. So you are back up to stock in missiles and ammo for short range.
Yeah, we're good for ammo. Yeah. Okay. For short range.
Yeah.
Okay. And then yeah, I'm at the locust.
Yep. It was pretty burnt out, but you can roll and see if you can find anything on it.
Yeah. No, I got a 15.
Okay, so you were able to pull off a machine gun off of it, like one of the armed machine guns. So if you were to lose your machine gun arm, you'd be able to use it again. So.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't lost one so far. It's only 1 armor on it.
I know.
But cool.
It's good to have. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So, where are you going, Lincoln?
I can't. Wait, let me pull it up bigger.
Sorry, I shouldn't be doing that.
Showing where the big stuff is?
Yeah, no, I won't do that.
What's that thing you're over right now?
Oh, look at this.
Yeah,
What's
like.
that?
Oh, how about that?
What is it? I can't read it. It's got like 2 frames.
Could be perfect for us to
Is
fix
that
a
an,
very
is that an
bad
entire
mech.
mech?
That is a tire mech, no engine. Cord out. But that's all your legs and arms for a commando.
I'm gonna go for that.
You're going to have to just move then.
Yeah, I think that would probably just take all your turns. Yeah,
Yeah, that's all you'd be able to get.
Okay, I'm fine
but
with
that's
that.
huge though.
Yeah.
So can we
Like-
just skip to me getting that?
Yeah, you can skip that, and you can go.
Can I roll for extras?
No, I'm not giving you more than a full commando, no engine.
Yeah, that's.
Well, it
Like,
has no
that's
engine.
awesome.
Maybe I can roll to find an engine.
Yeah, right.
Maybe I find the engine.
Well, there is another mech that you could pull an engine out of.
Oh yeah, there is that urban mech,
That's right.
but it did have its engine exploded.
It's true. Oh, both of the things you destroyed the engine. You destroyed
It's
all the
just-
engines.
I am the torso destroyer. All torsos fear me.
Actually, there's here a Mercury Corsair, here a Mercenary Corsair. It says destroy unsalvageable, but that doesn't mean it actually is. It means it's going to be really hard. Would you?
I should have went for that, and somebody else got the fully done.
No, but if Brady wants to move there, I'll let him move there for free.
Sure, I'll do that.
And you have to roll really good to get this, but it's at least try. Like, you can re-roll.
Better than looking in the gravel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can re-roll because you have one re-roll.
Now that I actually I didn't realize what the squares actually had things on top of them.
Yeah.
I thought that it was you were just going to be like, oh yeah, you found something, or
No, I
Oh,
already,
no,
I already put
find
him in.
everything.
I already put him in the game.
yeah, I didn't realize that the tiles had
But
I was
my question is, why did they just dump an entire mech down the river?
Wow, it would have been early days back like 100 years ago, right? That when they were trying to get rid of their mechs.
So it's just been there and no one's found the giant mech?
Nobody even thought about it because they didn't know what one was.
what skill is salvage under? It's an intelligence thing, wouldn't it be?
There is
Yeah, it
no
would be
skill for
intelligence.
There's no skill for salvage unless you bought it and made it like Lincoln.
I made
Okay.
it.
So it's just an intelligent roll for you guys.
Okay.
It is
What am
a-
I even salvaging?
right
sorry?
here, this big mech.
Corsair.
I
I mean,
I
yes, a
I,
big mech.
I've got a plan for each thing,
Mm.
for a number you roll, and tells you what you salvage. Would you roll?
Let's go. 2 6s plus 2.
Okay, so you actually find a working engine in there. I said to myself, if you roll 12, you get the engine, and you rolled a 12.
We rolled a 12. Wow. So we've got a.
So we've got another complete mech.
got a-
Is that our third commando, though?
Let's go. Second.
Yes.
But it's
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
um,
The other.
yeah, you got your complete engine there. Now the thing is, here's the thing: it will take about 2 weeks to get this thing up and running, obviously, and
The commando?
yeah, and you have to replace all the armor, obviously, because
Yeah.
It's
It's all
rusted.
rusty.
yeah, but your all
Yeah,
of
that's
your
fine. We
circuitry
have
and
it.
joints, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just get all the. I'll just work with the mechs and engineers and stuff, and we'll have it working in like a day.
Okay, so these guys moving along. He's going in here.
Fear is a great motivator.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Don't question my methods.
I want to go to the generators, sir.
Okay, so you work your way to the generator. Or let's just move you right.
Yeah, I guess that'd be like whatever 2 turns or
Yeah,
whatever.
because
I
they
don't
went through, and so he's heading over to the urban mech. See if he can salvage anything else out of that.
Yeah.
And you're gonna.
Other than my
you're going
amazing
to
salvaging
generators.
skills, taking the cannon.
Okay, so roll for your generators.
know. All right. 7 to be 12.
Okay, so you've salvaged 2 portable generators. They are handy to have. They can give you portable power for inside your base, charging weapon consoles, creating coolant parts.
Yeah, so it's not like just like a. Well, like how big would you say they were? Like.
Well, these are level 2
Yeah.
generators. So you're like, these are like,
Okay.
these are like, could recharge. These could run your ship power when you're not
Yeah.
wanting to use your big engines.
Yeah, like
Keep
they're.
everything- This
Yeah,
will,
okay.
This will keep your whole base powered. If you
Yeah,
found,
without-
if you even found turrets, you could even run some turrets off of it.
Gotcha. So they're like industrial generators.
They're good sized
Yeah, cool.
generators.
Cool.
How is there so many like big like city buildings if we've only been here 100 years with no technology?
Because you brought tech with you that you turned into, like they took their spaceships and turned them into buildings.
They look a bit high tech though.
But see here, this is where they've refined the gas.
Yeah.
Which you guys also will need oil. I forgot to tell you guys. You don't run on oil, but all your parts need to be oiled to keep you smooth running. Food, water, oil, all important for mech running. And
You know, why does the mech need food and water?
well, I'm saying you guys.
Because a mech can't run without a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so he over here. Let's see what he gets. I would like to see what he gets. Oh, guess what he got? Will be handy for you guys. He got 1 arm agitator and 2 leg agitators,
Oh, nice.
which means you can repair arms and legs.
Hey.
They won't.
So I can keep my experience and not have to waste it on your guys' repairs.
Did you guys? Somebody write all this down?
I'm
Oh, no, I didn't write it
I'm
down.
writing down my stuff plus this other guy. 1 arm agitator, 2 legs.
I only got an entire mech, so and a bunch of metal.
Yeah.
And
1
we already have
And a
metal.
laser and
And a
an
laser.
arm.
Okay, well, I don't want. Do I need the arm?
Well, it's a laser arm.
Okay,
2
so
industrial.
whoever's mech takes that arm can write down that arm.
That would just write it down.
Well,
so
Yeah, you put it on your sheet.
one person just put it all on one sheet. Even I don't
5
care.
second punch.
Okay. Laser arm
And a medium laser.
and a medium laser.
And not that it matters, but 20 tons of scrap metal that can be used for like internals and whatnot, like parts.
Yeah.
And
A
then
lot of stuff.
And then a full commando with an engine now you can put in it, but the engine is a bit bigger than it, so
Yeah.
you might
Uh,
not be able to put.
Take the part and rebuild it.
it's like a medium-sized engine kind of thing.
Yeah,
I'll just rebuild
you
it.
got a medium engine for a medium mech, and then you got a small mech. But they're
Yeah.
I just take apart the medium
Yeah, I'll
engine.
just write
Or I just take
Cord,
the extra
Rusty,
carbon light and make some small
Commando.
mech into a big mech.
but you can start
Okay.
putting armor in it. There you are. And 2 power generators and
Yeah, I got the machine gun from the Locust and
you
some
got
small
the-
arms.
You got the ammunition refills for machine gun and missiles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ammunition
Can I
refill.
take the small mech
All right.
and turn it into a big mech?
You could do almost anything if you have enough parts and enough workspace. So there you go. So as far as experience, let's talk about that. You guys get a total for your salvage mission. You guys are getting 2 experience. So you can spend that however way you want on from your salvage mission. I wasn't sure if you're going to take the salvage mission as well, but because you took the salvage mission, your when you do your attack mission, you won't have as much time to get your mechs back up to full. So they're kind of going to be like in the battle condition they are now, other than slapping armor on. So because armor can be slapped on, but if you have internal damage, that's going to be on your mech for the next combat situation.
Mm.
You can run your
Imagine taking damage.
You can run your armor up though, so your armor can be back to full, but your internal damage you don't have time to fix it.
Did you also add the mech engine to that list of things that we got in that loot there?
Yeah, it's a medium mech engine, yeah.
Wait, so how much experience did we get for this one?
2 for that.
No, but like for total for the entire session.
Well, I haven't done that yet. So, and then
Yeah.
for the combat session, you guys get a total of 3 experience. Okay, each. Then you get 2 unit experience. So when I say unit experience, somebody can write that down as unit experience. I'm giving you separate experience because that kind of helps with the attrition, right? Like your mech repairs and stuff. So you can spend those unit experience on getting mechs back up. So no one person is being penalized completely. You're gonna have to fix your own mech if you do a lot of damage on it. Like you're gonna have to spend some experience. But if you guys can agree upon attrition experience, because there are mechs that aren't being piloted by you guys. So like
Yeah.
those mechs need that attrition experience. So it's kind of unit experience that you can spend on repairing mechs. I would say you would do it to any of your NPC mech warriors. You know?
Yep.
Like getting the arms back on that spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the big one this week, and then we have legs for the flea.
So just 5 for
So-
us.
What?
Yeah, I mean it's just kind of
Yeah.
like a party.
Five for us, and then a total of 6 unit.
No, 2.
No,
Total.
Two unit, not 2 unit each.
Each.
Okay.
So 2
Yeah.
unit each. Now that's besides the point. I'm giving you that. Now it will take a week to get those repairs done, like the internal repairs, the flea up and running and stuff like that. The flea's not going to cost you any experience because you got the legs and salvage, but you're going to be, other than putting armor on, you can't do a lot of repairs before that 2-day attack window.
Yeah.
Now the other thing I want to tell you is I'm going to go through every one of you guys and give you some bonus experience, and for what you guys did. I'll keep track of Rogers.
Cool.
Because I'm running the NPC sheet right now. And then for Lincoln, you get indirect fire bonus. You can write that on your skills in combat. You're actually,
What does that mean?
that means when you're not able to see the target, but somebody else is targeting it for you, you get a +1 because it doesn't affect your scared combat ability, and you did a lot of indirect rocket fire. So you're better at firing at things from behind cover where you can't see it, but your partners are painting a target. So your long range missiles, you get a +1 for firing it indirectly.
So where would I write that?
It's down in the bottom. There's sheets for special skills. In your combat section.
There's medals.
Sure, you can put it there. I'll show you later, though. Okay. Now.
Special pilot ability effect.
That's right. There you are.
So what is it?
That's
Indirect.
kind of cool.
+1 to indirect.
Yeah. So when you're targeting something from somebody else's painting a target. So in other words, when you have a fast mech like a locust or a spider out pointing out targets for you, and you can't see them, like it's behind a wall or behind bushes or something, you get a bonus. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Pastor Logan, you get running your mech hot. So what that means is when you're running, you don't take a penalty to heat.
Oh. Like that. Like if I do a double run, that's no heat.
No, it's only 1.
Oh, okay. So it reduces by
Yeah.
1. Okay, I see.
So you get
Oh,
one
that's
negative
crazy.
heat. So you can do running and take a shot and not have to worry about your heat overheating. Because basically this whole match you were running hot. So I want to
was
give
running hot more than he was.
Yeah, but you were doing other things. He was running.
I was
literally-
like triple running
Yeah,
and firing all my
He and
guns
I
in
were
one turn.
literally just running to try and catch up.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was running hot.
But that's great. I love
so
it.
you only take 1 heat for your 2 instead of 2.
That's all. Yeah, now I'm firing my medium lasers now.
Instead of your machine guns.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So,
Yes.
well, you can fire your machine gun
You can
and
be
medium
like-
laser now.
You can
Do
be
both,
like
yeah.
me and just fire everything and then have a lot of heat.
Okay,
Well, that's what I'm gonna do.
so that gives you that. Now, Brady, I'm going to compliment the choice firing style, and I'm giving you an up close bonus. So when you're up close, you get a bonus 1 to your combat when you're swinging melee. So you get a +1 to your hitting. So basically, and when you're rolling your to hit button, you're also adding another 1 dice. Okay, but you also roll a +1 to your dodge when you're within close combat. So if somebody's
Point
firing
blank.
point blank. If somebody's firing at you point blank, you get to roll 1 more to your dodge. So your skill
Wait,
is
roll another dice?
no,
No.
get a +1 to dodge.
Yeah, because I heard you get another roll.
No, what I meant to say, yes, I understand.
Yeah, imagine.
So for example, he would roll 2 dice, then he would add his reflex plus piloting for his dodge +1. So, so up close.
Another addition so everyone else can dodge and I can't.
So we're calling it. I'm essentially just going to call it point blank, and it's a
Yep.
+1.
+1 to both point blank attacks and point blank defense. 'Cause
Perfect.
You like to be.
Well, melee attack and
I
point
do
blank defense.
like to be right up close and personal.
Yeah. So now all of these skills are transferred to any mech you have. If I give you a skill that's only towards a light mech, then it would only take effect to a light mech. So right now, anytime you get into any mech, these skills will transfer.
Okay.
But
Cool.
if I say something like light mech only, then you have that skill for a light mech.
Is that it?
That's it. I just wanted to let you guys. I like to give you little things like that too when you're doing combat. I look at
that's
what
cool.
you guys are doing and kind of give you bonuses that way.
Yeah, I like that.
So that's it. You have won the day, and you guys didn't lose a mech. I actually thought you were going to lose a mech.
No, it's because I'm
got close.
amazing.
Oh,
I am
yeah.
an amazing technician and I made them all perfect.
No, literally, Brady was 1 hit away from dying.
Yeah,
I was.
really
It's
close.
because I'm a great mechanic.
If,
So, yeah.
if the other guys
You did
didn't
your
fall
job.
back, the spider probably could have killed Brady, but he felt overrun because everybody's pulling back on him. And I have to take,
Yeah, no, it
I have to
was-
take
yeah.
the psychology of war into it too, right? When I'm playing a character. So like he's not going to stay there and fight
Yeah.
if everybody else is pulling out.
I mean,
Just
yeah,
get
this
one
is
kill, you know. I'm not into playing like as a DM. I'm not playing to destroy you or play to do the most damage. I'm going to play as if I was really in the war. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
yeah, no,
Mhm.
I like realistic, right?
It's better for the,
Ugh.
and that's why the locals are trying to run too early because it's better to survive and come back later. There's a war of attrition, and you guys, he's got to make the choice. And I saw the pain in Brady's eye to have to make that choice of attrition right then. Do I go in for the kill on that crawler, or do I run back? You know, you made the right choice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye to the stream, and see you later. Thank you for coming.
Bye, YouTube.
Most people say hi YouTube, not bye YouTube.
You can do whatever you want.